minutes? I'll turn all this shit off. What am I thinking? Yo. That'll be good. Hello. We are back. And it is Leap Day. We only get one of these every 4 years, okay? So I decided, why not find some shinies on Leap Day, you know? Not gonna have many of those. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna be finding some shinies. Okay. What I'm gonna be finding, I don't really know. I could just do the thing where I, like, wander around and try to look for something after eating one of the, like, shiny sandwiches, but... Ooh. Am I in the Blueberry Academy? Yes, I am. What? Aren't there Venusaur raids going on right now? Hold the phone. Let us see. What's going on here in Paldea? I hate the fucking map in this game so much. If I see a special... Well, there's a flying type. None of them were flying types. Isn't it a ground type? What's going on here? I thought it was Venusaur right now. Let's go see what these are. Let's start. This one's closer. Actually, what's going on right here? You want to turn that up just a smidge, right? Alright, chat, let's see. Do we have someone that knows False Swipe? I mean, I know we do. It's Kamakiri, but is Kamakiri in the box somewhere right now? Oh my god, we are packed. I should go deposit some of these Pokemon in bank. This is a little rough. Alright, we gotta go to bank. Shit, oh, I have Kamakiri in my party, thank god. Do you know False Swipe? Hey, that's all we need, my friends. That's all we need is False Swipe and a dream. Let's see what's going on. This reminds me. Do I have my Switch set to the right date? What's up, Grant? How are you, brother? Good to see you again, my friend. There's a meteor shower happening. Why? Oh my god, we already found one! Right off the rip! Shiny Palmy! Let's go! Are you kidding me? That was so fast! That did not take long at all. Holy shit, how long have I've been streaming 5 minutes and I already found my first shiny. Well, I guess we're gonna find out the hard way whether or not it's Leap Day. But damn, dude, I don't even have any, like, sandwiches or anything. We just, oh, we got the, oh, is there recoil? Oh, thank God. Bro. Straight off the rip. That's insane. I have a question. In Pal World, they don't have... Wait, where are my Pokeballs? Alright, I'm gonna save so this guy doesn't bounce on me. Why don't I have Pokeballs? Where are my Pokeballs? I have an exceptional amount of Pokeballs, in fact. Why can't I catch you? Where did it just go? Oh, it like teleported. That was weird. Am I out of my mind? Why can't I catch it? I just realized I know why I can't catch it. Fuck. In Pal World, they don't have shinies. Instead, they have a low percentage chance of a slightly larger pal, but with a lucky perk. I think I've seen those. Are they like literally shiny, like sparkly? Okay, I saved with it. We see it. I'm bouncing for a second. That was terrifying to close on a shiny, but we'll be back to it. We'll get it. We'll get it. I know why I couldn't catch it. Grant lore. Scyther was my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon as a kid. Dude, Scyther is such an incredible Pokemon. Even to this day. They do have sparkles, yeah. They are literally shiny. Dude, I can't believe we found a shiny first thing, and then just so happens my box is full, so I can't catch it. Let's deposit, like, a couple hundred Pokemon here. Actually insane. Come on now. Let's go Pokemon home. Take your time. It's okay. Oh, this is... Okay, okay. Hold on, hold on. Right here will be fine. Let's just dump as many as humanly possible. Boom. Boom. Make this quick, painless, please. Oh my god. You know, this is one of those things that we should have worried about doing before the stream started. But, you know, I didn't really think of it. I didn't really think of it. I think that'll do. 7 boxes? We're not getting 7 boxes of shinies today. Okay? I'll just say that now. An error? Bro, what? Sorry, all save data is lost. All 4,000 Pokemon in your bank are gone. I would quit Pokemon forever. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joshing around if, like, my save data was gone. That just happened to me in Pokemon Black, like, 2 weeks ago. I was playing Pokemon Black, and I went to save. It froze while it was saving. And I lost all my progress. I was, like, 6 badges in. It was actually terrifying. Like a punch in the gut, you know what I mean? Two boxes will do. I'm not messed up about it. Yo! What up? How would I even pronounce that? Pinot? Pinot? I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that whole thing. What's up, buddy? Here to find some Leap Day shinies. We found one 5 minutes in, but it turns out my boxes are full. So I have to go... I had to go put a few Pokemon in the home. Call you Pin? Alright, Pin. What's up, Pin? Welcome to the stream. Doing some Leap Day shiny hunting. Bulbasaur! Hell yeah, Bulbasaur. That's what I'm talking about. What is the little versus icon by your name? Super Ultra Combo 2023? What is that? I'm not a Twitch person, really, so I don't really know what that is. Is it still here? It better still be here. I'm going to be pissed if it isn't. Alright, is the shiny still here? Hello? Ah, yes! Come here! Perfect. First shiny of the day. 5 minutes in. We can actually catch it now. I was like, why can't I catch it? I have hundreds of Pokeballs. Why isn't it showing up? But it turns out it's because I didn't have any space in my party. It's one of the Twitch activities. Interesting. Alright, what are we catching a shiny Palmy in? More like 11? Welcome back, Callie. Well, I found it 5 minutes in, but I had to go to Pokemon Home to put some Pokemon up and come back. So I found it 5 minutes in. I just didn't catch it until 11 minutes in. Welcome back, my friend. Listen, Callie, I was doing some research. I saw some other stuff. Man, what was it? There was another couple... There were some things that we did not consider when it came to the theory crafting. Like, in the Parfoon Palace and X and Y, there are statues of Zekrom and Reshiram. And when you go to the statue of the king that, I guess, has something to do with the statues of Zekrom and Reshiram, it said that the king looks like AZ. It says it reminds you of AZ. Dude, that was I mean, it wasn't full odds, but it definitely... We didn't have a sandwich or anything going, you know what I mean? Oh, Blissey? Yeah, I kind of want to do this for the Herba Mystica chance. Well, AZ's over 3,000 years old. True, but, like, we didn't know that he had ties back to Unova. And if it turns out that him and his brother are the same people that ruled Unova, then that is some crazy knowledge. You have TNT in your background? That, my friend, is a mini fridge. I'm not even kidding, look. It's a mini fridge, it opens up. Alright. Oh, we need to connect to the internet. Hold up. Are you guys playing too? Do you guys want to join this? I don't know if anyone's playing Scarlet right now or if they're just watching. I'll do this one by myself, but if people are playing, let me know. Next to it, hold on. Let me show you. Next to the TNT, there is a redstone lamp. See that? That's pretty cool, right? There was already a Reddit thread disproving that possibility. Can you link me that, please? I would like to see that. Not that I don't believe you, it's just I want to see it. OMG, I'm jealous now. It's pretty cool, right? Wait. Did this thing just become a bomb of snow in front of me? Okay, what I'm mostly worried about here. Oh, thank God. All right, this is our first Leap Day shiny. Slay, bro. Exactly. You know, people are telling me I shouldn't put the redstone torch next to the block of TNT, but nothing bad has happened yet, so. Let's see here. Summary? What should this thing's name be? What's a good name for a shiny Palmy? It's not one. Here we go. There's a ground type one. We're looking for that, the Terra raids with Venusaur, because apparently they're giving a lot of Herba Mystica. You can replace, like, your style? What? I don't know what that means, sorry. It was north. Which north is this way? Bro, it's Leap Day. We get one of these every 4 years. We need to find as many shiny Pokemon as possible. And one way we're going to do that is doing these Terra raid battles. And because apparently now, they finally lift some of the restrictions on how many Herba Mystica they're giving you. And if you do this Venusaur raid, which apparently is really easy to complete solo. I don't know how easy. I haven't seen any videos or anything, but according to Joe Merrick, and hey, I listen to Joe Merrick. Joe Merrick talks, I listen. You know what I mean? Oh, I know who to use against Venusaur. Swampert. Yeah, we'll try Clyde. We'll see if it works. I don't know if it's going to work. We might just lose, but I'll play with other people, just in case. Yeah, here we go. Challenge as a group. Let anyone join. What's your favorite Pokemon? Easy. Swampert. When I was a little wee lad in the long ago year of 2003, I got, oh my god, I got a copy of Pokemon Sapphire, and I played the ever-living shit out of it. So much so, that by the time I beat the game, I got my Swampert to level 100, which is insanity to think about, especially in Pokemon Sapphire. I put it in chat, but apparently it ain't showing up. Yeah, it is not showing up for me. Do you have Twitter? Can you send it to me via Twitter? Wish there was a way to allow a link as well. And that's why Swampert's my favorite Pokemon. I like him. Axolotl guy. What's yours, Pen? Also, shout out to Pin here. Pin is my first genuine new Twitch chatter. Like I've had a couple Twitch chatters since I've started coming back, but you're the first one to actually like stay for a minute and talk. So welcome, appreciate you. Meowth, dude, what a based pick. Nope, I don't. You can find it later though. Okay. Can Lucy please ready up? Please? I don't know if Lucario was a bad idea, but it may have been. Chestnut. My favorite is either Sylveon or a Alolan Raichu. Bro, those are some good picks. Oh, thank God. You can only catch one Venusaur per save file, but I don't think that stops us from doing a bunch of raids to get Urban Mystica from it. Because I'm a cat person. Bro, where is mine? Hey! I know you're sleeping, but you want to come over here? She's just looking at me from across the room. I have a cat. You know, if you stay long enough, she comes over here and she wants me to hold her. And usually every stream we have like 5 minutes of just Mitzi petting time. Sunny day. Dude, I love the new models in this game so much. I can really, like, go off about how good the new models for some of the Pokemon are. Venusaur is a prime example. Don't bother. Let she sleep. I will. She eeping over there. Why didn't... Oh, I guess I shouldn't have brought Iron Hands because it's ground type. A Venusaur the Unrivaled. Dude, it's so crazy that we have another full year. Oh, I brought the wrong Pokemon. We have another full year of Legends, or excuse me, of Scarlet and Violet. That is insane. I'm happy that the Pokemon Company's taking a year. By the way, apparently some people say we could have predicted Legends ZA since Gen 6 Legendaries were not available in the Scarlet and Violet DLC. I think I mentioned that yesterday. They were the only Legendaries not there. Also, you could go so far as to say, like, you know, in Legends Arceus, there was the Kalos shirt on the male and the Alolan shirt on the boy, or on the girl. You could say that, you know, obviously the Kalos shirt's a reference to, like, Zygarde, and then, like, the Alola shirt could be a reference to the fact that Zygarde also got new forms. I'm gonna lose this thing for us. I'm so sorry I brought the wrong Pokemon, everyone. It's my fault, and I'm sorry. If we win this still, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm sorry I was the one in the wrong. I'm the reason we lost, team. Can I just back out? Fuck. We'll just, you know, increase everyone's damage. Earth power. Wow. So we should probably get a Chestnut. Seems like Chestnut's the strong pick. Hisui and Agudra. Let me actually look into this. Let's go to the land of Twitter. You play PS4? I have a PS4, but I barely play it, I'm gonna be honest. Easy solo, it says. Okay. I'm gonna have to watch this homie's YouTube video. I don't want to. It's 21 minutes long? Sui and Gudra is one of them. Oh, Glastry? Fucking, what's his name? Glastrier? I'm just waiting for this to be over. Okay. Mew? What moves on Mew? Snowscape, Ice Beam, Nasty Plot, Bug Buzz, Chestnut. Seed Bomb, Drain Punch, Spiky Shield. Okay, let's go get a Chestnut. I will say, though, I've been wanting to bust out my PS4 because I want to play PT on my stream. I have PT on my PS4, believe it or not. Guess the Pokemon by its German name. Floink. Oh, that's easy. That's Lechonk. Floink? Lechonk. It's the oink. All right, thank you. Hey, shout out to this guy, WD Michael, for letting me click through about maybe 0.1 seconds of his YouTube video to find the right Pokemon we need. So shout out. We're gonna have to go back to Pokemon Home. What is the game you have on PS4? PT? It is the game that was the predecessor. Well, it was the Hideo Kojima Norman Reedus game before Death Stranding. It was like the Silent Hill tech demo that they removed from the PlayStation Store like 11 years ago. And I have a PS4 with that on it. It is unironically, one of the most terrifying games I've ever played in my life. It is a very scary game. Can you guys hear the music okay? Do I need to turn that up? By the way, the answer to the question was Tepig, not Lechonk. Damn. I was close. Flame Oink. Floink. That makes sense. Maybe not Flame. I guess that's thinking a little too literally. I have 3,758 Pokemon in my bag. Guess the Pokemon. Fire Flying type, known for its fiery appearance and powerful fire attacks. Charizard, Talonflame. I'm great at this game. Man, get ready to load our boxes with more Gen 6 Pokemon, just like Gen 4 made us do. When is the Pokemon Go live stream? You're very funny. The first letter starts with M. Moltres. Easy. Hopefully never. Shout out to Callie. What do you mean? What if I started doing, like, trainer tip style videos. Dude, trainer tips goes hard, man. I feel like after Pokemon Go kind of died and like his Pokemon Go videos fell off, I don't think people truly recognized how good of a videographer Trainer Tips Nick is. I love that guy. That's such a wholesome dude. One of my favorite YouTubers of all time. Absolutely. I was so addicted to every single one of his videos back when Pokemon Go first came out. When is the Digimon World live stream? What is that even on? It's definitely before the Pal World live stream, I'll tell you that. This is my new bit, by the way. I love it. 3DS? Oh, okay. That's possible. That's not out of the question. Alright, we're back. We're gonna have to bring this chestnut up to full speed real fast. Let's go back to our homie's video and check the stat distribution and stuff like that he's got. How about Ultra Wormhole Shiny Hunting? You know, the only problem with that is I don't have a capture card for my 3DS. So that kind of limits what I can do there. I mean, I could just, you know... I could like, emulate it, but I don't want to do that. I want to use the original hardware. I haven't been to Paldea in a minute. It's been a second since I played this game. Do you play Pal World? No, I don't. Grant, though. Grant plays Pal World. I think a new capture card solution just came out for the 3DS. Really? A new capture card 3DS capture. Loopy's new capture card. This was a year ago? This is brand new. Oh, it's new. Oh, on 3DS capture, are they back? No, yeah. Oh, wow. Loopy's back. I thought Loopy went away forever. Loopy is the one that has made the most reliable 3DS capture card for like the last 10 years. But I thought Loopy stopped for a while. Emulating on 3DS is too much of a hassle. I'll stick to the original hardware. Thanks, exactly. It's like fake Pokemon game. I mean, I know there's a lot good about Pal World, and I can recognize that, but there's just too much that makes me not want to play it at the same time. Dude, that's crazy, though, that Loopy's back. I have 16 gold bottle caps, but only 11 regular. Do I have Game Pass? Yes, I do. Oh, wow. We're already cooking on this. So if you are already supporting Pal World, shut the fuck up, Grant. No, I am not. Don't come at me with that bullshit. Guy's out of his mind supporting Pal World. Get out of here. Spiky Shield, C-Bomb, Belly Drum, and Drain Punch. When do you learn Belly Drum and when do you learn Drain Punch? How do you learn Belly Drum, homie? An egg move? Fuck me. Are you serious? Oh, damn it. Pin just hit the drink some water hydro, homie. Hold on. And we gotta stop the stream for a sec. I gotta drink some water. Thank you for that. Guess the Pokemon by the German name. Swaranese. Swaranese nuts? No, excuse me. Swana. That's what I think. So, Belly Drum, apparently, is an egg move. Wait, yep, it is Swana? Dope. So if we can get a Go-Go, excuse me. Am I out of my fucking mind here? BRB at work? Alright, see you soon. Alright, team. Let's craft the perfect chestnut. Or wait, instead of doing this, let's just go get my Glastrier. Fuck this. We're not breeding to get the perfect... I'm not doing that today. It's Leap Day. We're trying to find shinies. You know... Because of the cool background TNT, I'll follow you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate the follow. I hope you stay because you find me entertaining. Dude, Callie, in retrospect, yesterday's stream was pretty dope, wasn't it? I had a really good time. Too bad you aren't doing what you said you would yesterday, because I was going to pop some popcorn and enjoy the... Dude, right after I said what I just said, too. Right after I said what I just said, too. We can still do that. We're here sitting, you know, we can talk about it. I should pull back up the document. What's that? Casno 994. What are you asking? What my name means? What Casno 994 means? It's a secret. Not really. Not really. It's just my name. It is a mix-up of a few letters of my IRL name and the numbers 994. Which, by the way, everyone, hello. I'm Norman. That's me. It's where the no in Casno comes from, is no in Norman. Here's what I'll say, Callie. Let me find another shiny. Let me do a raid or so. I think we can go back to it. I think it's worth looking back into for like another hour or so. But let me get a little bit of this done first, and then we can hop back in. There is a way you can stream your 3DS with like some software that like Bluetooths it or like internets it, like Wi-Fi's it. What? I sound like 80 years old to a computer. Alright, so this guy said Glastrier. Let's see. Let's see what homie's thoughts on Glastrier are. Beep, 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 beep. Glastrier. Oh, good, 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 good move set. Good move set. So we need Icicle Crash, Yeah, we need an avalanche as well. And then snarl. We got no snarl yet. When do you... Is snarl in TM? Cool. We're pretty ready now. Let's go train it up. All right. It's not level 100, it's level 75, but I'm confident that we can take down a Venusaur. With some help of others at the same time as well. All right. And it was like to the south, I think. I think it was like this way. Dude, the fact that they brought flying to this game changes everything. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to Pin in the Twitch chat right now. Because, yeah, Pin's watching an ad. That's so sad. Oh, man. Shout out to people that watch on Twitch, though. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Where am I going? Where am I going? Alright, let's see what we get. So here's the plan. I'm going to do this Venusaur raid. If we win, and we get 2 Urban Mystica, I'm going to make a sandwich. And then we're going to do some shiny hunting. That'll be about 30 minutes, okay? And then, after that, if we find a shiny or so, then I'll probably pop off and then we'll do some more theory crafting. Because that does sound fun. Sammy. Setsuka. What's up, Setsuka? Well, we weren't good enough for you, man? Come on now. Roman. Yeah, ready up. Let's go. Let's do this. You like my Pokeball fade haircut in game? Dude, nice shiny chestnut over there. That's pretty dope looking. Oh, look at that! Look at my thing! Look at that glitch! Oh, you couldn't even tell. My arrow was there, but none of the moves were there. It's still there. Hold on, it's still there. Get rid of my camera. Look. You see this? This is new. There we go. Got my moves back. Sword stance. It's gonna kill me, like, immediately. Yep. I thought Glastrier was supposed to be good. I didn't even need to train it, did I? Shit. Dude, this sucks. I'm bad at this. Dude, already? Why does it already have the fucking shield? This sucks. Remember when I said that, like, it being level 75 probably didn't matter? Alright, Callie, we're probably switching over to the theory crafting stream sooner than later. Shit! Ah, Scarlet Violet, still glitchy mess. Even with multiple updates and 2 DLCs, it's Gen 1 all over again. And I kind of love that about it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. You know, there are many reasons why I think Gen 9 is similar to Generation 1. And like, you know, for example, what you just said. And it's kind of, I don't know, I like it. I hope it just loses. Okay, we're about to switch over to the fucking theory crafting again. This shit sucks. Fuck Venusaur. Fuck Venusaur. Fuck Charizard. Fuck Blastoise. Fuck them all. Okay, we don't need your handouts, Pokemon. Okay? Or something like that. You know what I mean? LOL. Oh, that thing is Stellar Terra type. Have we won? No, we're just out of time. Alright, Callie, what do you think? Should we switch over? I got 45 minutes of the game in. I found a shiny, though. I found one Leap Day shiny. So, it wasn't for nothing, you know? I achieved my task of getting a shiny today. Hold on, we gotta turn this up real quick. Alright, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me go pee, and we'll switch over in a second. Wait, actually, hold on. I need to hang out, because usually after this song, the playlist, like, switches for some reason. It's very strange. I want to see what it does here. Oh, we're going to skip ahead. It didn't. Okay, there. Alright, I'll be right back. Black version of Opaloosa City, but as a rap? Yeah, absolutely. Wait, hold on. I didn't even listen to the full thing. I cut it early. Give me just a sec. Here we go. We'll go back. Alright, I'll be back. Oh, excuse me. That was a little inappropriate.
Let's get it started. I'm looking for a girl with an idea of sex is true. I wanna get it poppin', baby, step right up, they got retarded. Some girls are body. I'm looking for a girl that will do whatever I say. Every day she be giving it up. Shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Oh, girl.
Dude, it was about to autoplay into JonTron versus Scott the Woz epic rap battle. That is actually insane. Never in my life. That's what it was. Do you want to see it? Hold on. Is it still down here? Hold on. We'll find it. We'll watch it. It's kind of fire. I've seen it before. It's pretty fire. While we're watching this, I can switch over all of the stream settings. Shout out to everyone who wanted to watch me shiny hunts.
I guess rid of seminal illness is stepping up to me. She'll treat this shit like Bancroft. Just fucking leave, see. My name is JonTron. Ain't no way I'm done. Your mother's like game filler, bitch got 88 and 1. I might get shit when Jack talks, but no matter what he'll say, I'm bound to hand Scott shots like copies of we play. You make characters and bits for your friends to act around ya to hide the fact that they all rather flex tape your mouth shut. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, take that, you Twitter using fuck. What, you
It's
want
the
some of this too?
AVG ad!
Sure. Well, alright, asshole. You want a war? Let's fucking do it then. I'm Metacritic scat. You know I'm up to use my pen. Kill your friend, so it's a double meaning when I take a jab. Extraterrestrial, it's time I take you to the past. All your shit hit or misses like you're built for the NES. Lovely was so shitboard James killed all his fucking friends. My arrow was fed this news, that's content that your dickless fans watch. They run around Freddy Krueger, fucking give them a hand job. Yeah, this dude's white bread. TV should have still kept on the censor. He's colorblind, he probably let JonTron say the N-word. Like won't go in circles like this shit. Superman 64, ask my buddy Mike. I've dealt with giant dicks before.
Hey y'all, Scott here. I was just learning how to rhyme, cause I was supposed to battle JonTron just to clarify, and then I opened the door and see, actually I'm here to fight. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh right, AVGN, I love game reviewers. See, all bitch for and screamed all their way to obscurity. Started at
No thanks. I just saw the no thanks. Sorry. Too late, bud.
I think rather it's not really Cinemassacre and more Cinemassacre.
Well, you don't like Scott the Woz? What's the problem? We love our homie Scott the Woz. All my homies love Scott the Woz. Turn that down. I think right here is probably good. No thanks. Okay, we're here. We're back. If you refresh the stream, it should be changed now to all of the new stuff. Let me change the name again. Theory Crafting Pokemon Legends ZA. Give me your predictions. Okay, we're here. Now, do we have any new info from yesterday? Oops. Callie, let's find a way for you to send me that link. How do I... Oh, let's pull that away. Block links, but all right, try now. Try to link the thing. Just look it up. Oh, facts. Okay, yeah, fair. Then let me go back and rechange my settings. Reddit. What was it? What, I forgot what it was. Remind me. You could have predicted, no, it wasn't that. Oh, the AZ is the Gen 5 guy. Reddit, AZ. Here we go. Is AZ and his brother the same brothers who ruled Unova and Galar? To me, it seems odd that there were 3 sets of twin rulers in Unova, Kalos, and Galar. My question, what if they were the same twins, but at different stages in life? It's just a theory, and my evidence is limited, but I'd love to hear opinions on whether it is plausible or not. We have no clue who the Unova twins are, but we know that they are not AZ. It's a cool theory, though. AZ ruled Kalos, the 2 stupid princes in Sword and Shield's postgame. Yeah, maybe they're not the Galar princes, but... We also would have heard of some ultimate weapon firing if AZ was either set of twins. In Unova, the original twins started fighting, but set aside their conflicts when they realized Reshiram and Zekrom were evenly matched. The sons of the twins in Unova hated each other and used the Reshiram and Zekrom to devastate Unova and fire and lightning. An ultimate weapon sure would have been useful, though it could be argued that AZ and his bro are the fathers of the twins that destroyed Unova. However, the catalyst for the end of the Kalos War was the firing of the weapon. In Galar, the main point is never in Kalos' history. In Galar, the main point is never in Kalos' history mentions a Darkest Day, and again, it would have been nice to have an ultimate weapon during the mentioned Darkest Day. The way I saw it, the twins ending the Darkest Day is what could have given them their power and influence. It's significant for the history of Galar. They would have then traveled to the Unova region in an attempt to expand their influence. They would have then discovered the original dragon and used its power to rule this new region. And as the story goes, the two would argue, resulting in the division of the original dragon. This is significant to the history of Unova. Finally, AZ and his dragon would flee to the Kalos region, which is why there are statues. A region assumed to be the nearest to Galar by the fanbase. Assume they took the region over before Unova, where he prepared for war against his brother. In doing so, he then fired the ultimate weapon towards the Unova region, resulting in its many ruins and ashy sky that plagued the region. Volcarena's deck entry states that it acted as a substitute sun when the sky was covered in ash. This is significant in the history of the Kalos region. So while each region doesn't reference the others in their history, it does not mean it didn't happen. It just happened in different parts of the world. And about your Mega Evolution point, Black 2 and White 2 and X and Y take place at the same time. Oh, that's an incredibly good point right there. While Mega Evolution is prominent in Kalos history, research would likely still be relatively new, which could explain why there were no Megas in Unova at the time. We know that Lysander is a descendant of AZ's brother. That would mean that Swordbert and Shieldbert could be descendants of AZ. This is how it works in my head. That's a pretty good point. 1, it's not the twins that destroy Unova, it's their sons. The twins split the dragons and battled each other. When they realized Reshiram and Zekrom were evenly matched, they stopped fighting, and then left their sons, Zekrom and Reshiram, and they destroyed Unova with them. AC therefore could not have taken it to Kalos. What caused the ashy ruins in Unova is the battle between Zekrom and Reshiram's dragons of fire and lightning, fully capable of reducing the land to ash. In the time after the Darkest Day, the twin princes were attempting to cover up the fact that it was Zacian and Zamazenta that saved the day. You could say that no one saw it happen, but clearly someone did, or else that giant statue of the dogs wouldn't exist. It's pretty hard to seem like the heroes if you don't try to help your people after the devastation and leave, and not try to cover up the fact that it was the dogs. I'm pretty sure that the game implies that Squidward was the direct descendant of one brother and Shieldbert the other. Really? Professor Juniper's field study is the study of Pokemon origins in relation to mythology. Considering that Mega Evolution is tied to a legend, she would at least know about it. Even assuming Black 2, White 2, and X and Y take place at the same time, Mega Evolution was not a thing for a while. AZ has no confirmed relatives outside of his brother. Apparently his mother as well. There is no evidence to support the fact that Galar and Kalos are near each other other than reasons fans put them near each other because the regions are based off of France and Britain. Galar is also an island, so any fan maps that show Galar connect to any other land masses is factually incorrect. In fact, I've got evidence to the contrary. I've watched both cutscenes of the ultimate weapon being fired. When AZ fired it, he fired it what appeared northward. To get the cutscene, I needed to look up a Let's Play to get this video. No, AZ firing the weapon is a different scene. This is Lysander firing it. First, notice that there is no islands near Kalos, therefore it can't be Galar the weapon fired at. Well, whatever. Secondly, nothing near Kalos looks like Unova. Unova looks like three pillars. Unova looks like three pillars separated by water. It could be argued that Unova is a little further north. However, considering Kalos' climate, yes, back to a stream talking about a game I just love so much. You know, Alec, I was actually considering streaming Isaac today. It still might happen. I even made the thumbnail for it and everything. You wanna see? Proof. Here's proof. Look at that. The thumbnail. In Sword and Shield, there's a swimmer that says he can swim to Kalos and back with no problem. There's another swimmer that in X and Y that says the same thing about Hoenn. And a swimmer in Oris mentions the same thing about Kalos. Galar, Hoenn, and Kalos are neighboring regions. That's kind of interesting. Really? Is that real? Kalos and Hoenn make no sense geographically. In X and Y, there's an NPC that says he swam to from Kalos to Hoenn. So are they right next to each other then? Isn't there a clear cultural difference between them though, since Kalos is obviously based on France and Hoenn's based on Japan, which are both really different? They did something similar in Sword and Shield, where there's an NPC says a good swimmer can swim from Kalos to Kalos from Galar, but at least that sort of makes sense since UK and France are geographically close to each other. But does that one comment in X and Y also mean that Galar is close to Hoenn too? And isn't Hoenn supposed to be connected or off the coast of Kanto, Johto, and Sinnoh? This would make a lot more sense if not for that one NPC in X and Y. I can't even fathom how they'd even try to incorporate a Chinese or Indian region without retconning that NPC in X and Y though, considering how chaotic the geographical placement of these regions might get. I'm only here to see some low punny. That is disgusting. They may be based on those countries, whatever. Humans of the Pokemon world are like super strong. AZ's connection to the greater Paldea crater in Area Zero? What? Hold on. Folks, I was just checking out the comment section of a video on YouTube when I read a comment about Pokemon Violet, and the person who posted the comment used the letter AZ, short for Area Zero. Oh, whoa. And then it hit me. I thought AZ from X and Y, his name stands for Area Zero. And today I decided to look up on YouTube and thought to myself, I cannot be the only one who came to this conclusion. AZ from Pokemon X and Y was behind the Great Paldea crater, where the ultimate weapon was fired. And Area Zero, AZ stands for Area Zero, I don't believe that. Area Zero might be some type of ground zero. There are clues that Floette is a Paradox Pokemon, and what if AZ was king of more than one region, or some type of emperor? There are hints that he was also the king of Unova, and he might be the mysterious king of Paldea, mentioned in Scarlet and Violet, which is connected to the 4 legendaries. Also, all signs are pointing towards Kalos DLC. Yep, some say the war was between Paldea and Kalos. Whoa. And that would make sense because supposedly Paldea and Kalos are right next to each other. Managed to find a dozen must-watch videos.
Okay, nah, this... Okay, I don't make videos like this, but like, this is... Alright, I gotta talk to you about this one for real. Alright, let's get these lights on, Okay, so, loads of people are making videos on stuff like this right now. I'm not the only one. I know that T-Tube and Callum have just made videos about this. I think T-Tube actually made one a couple of weeks ago. I had a passing, fleeting thought a few weeks ago, and it was just in my head. I was like, oh man, AZ's Floette. one of the coolest Pokemon to like never be released, basically, right? I thought about it for a moment. It was just a passing thought. I was like, AZ's Floette, and it was like, oh, AZ's Floette was referred to as the Eternal Flower. And then I thought, Paradox Pokemon, all Paradox Pokemon have two keywords as their name, you know, Fluttermane, Iron Thorns. Especially the past Pokemon, they have two different words like Roaring Moon, you know, or Slitherwing. And I was like, oh my goodness, AZ's Floette, Eternal Flower. Is AZ's Floette some form of Paradox Pokemon? I tweeted this out yesterday, finally, but if you look right here, like on this Discord conversation I was having with my friends, I actually put it in there one night before I was going to bed.
The thing is, I don't feel like these theories connecting AZ to Area Zero are that far off, now that I think about it a little bit more. Do I think AZ's Floette's a Paradox Pokemon? No, I don't really think so. I mean, the only thing... No, because... Anyway, let's just keep
what hit my
watching.
mind and was like,
come on, Game Boy, Luke, give me some
thing, you know? I know, like, a bunch of...
Hold on, let me rephrase it. Get, like, the meat and potatoes of it. Hold on. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
Making these videos, but I wanted to do this too, just because I thought it would be fun, and also, maybe some of you guys haven't seen the other ones either. I'll link all the other videos down in the description below, so you can make sure you get the full picture, but I'm gonna go over the stuff that I've seen, and the stuff that I want to bring to the table too. I don't even really know where to start with something like this, outside of the fact that we all basically understand that there is a hidden landmass in the top right corner of Paldea. Everybody's kind of all come to the unified agreement that this hidden landmass in the top right corner of Paldea is Kalos, and that at some point we are going to get DLC that links the two regions together. That's basically what everyone's agreed on. No. Mostly, at least. Like, I can zoom out
now
on this
listen,
map real
I know
fast.
this is a kind of old video, and obviously Kalos never came as, like, Paldean DLC or anything. But I do think that some of the points that are made in this kind of topic could connect to what we're thinking about here. So we're going to keep watching for a minute.
And we can see this hidden landmass in the top right-hand corner, right? This is obviously something so Johto quickly. And I'm not saying that in DLC we'll be able to go and explore the entirety of the Kalos map. Maybe it's just sort of like an area that connects the two, sort of like how Sinnoh and Johto did it with the Sinjo ruins. I'm not sure. There's like there's obviously this cloud that they've done over the top here in the Paldea art, and it sort of blends over the top of the Kalos map, and the landmasses seem to connect oh so perfectly together. X and Y was a really weird game because it didn't get DLC.
Nope, we got Kid Kami
it didn't get like a continued
sea.
version or a third version. Like Z was so obvious with Zygarde. There was the potential of like X and Y too, and never actually noted on this. He breaks the two up, right? It was very clear to us that we were gonna get like a Rayquaza thing where like Kyogre, Groudon are fighting. And then obviously you had to pick up like the Zygarde cells and cores and stuff like that in order to make a big, you know, that happened in Sun and Moon, not X and Y. And of course, if you remember, in the X and Y story, AZ fires off the ultimate weapon, shoots up into the air, comes back down, and I believe in the cutscene, it does kind of look like the beam comes up and straight back down into its origin point. I'm not sure if that's completely true. Let me look that up. So here's the cutscene.
He fires
it's a little
it back
bit blurry.
at
This is
itself.
small
This isn't
3DS
cutscene.
footage. Of
I
course,
don't
it's
think.
blurry. The weapon fires. It launches into the air. I mean, you can't really see Paldea in this. Obviously, Paldea wasn't a thing back then. I'm not sure if they thought that far ahead. But the weapon fires, right?
But it for sure, at the very least here, they're like, for sure, Kalos is connected to a greater landmass.
I mean, you can't really see Paldea in this. Obviously, Paldea wasn't a thing back then.
Not like that's a crazy
I'm not sure if
theory,
they
but-
thought that far ahead. But the weapon fires, right? You see it launch into the air, and it comes straight back down, and it seems to land at the point of its origin, right? It lands right here, right? So it can't exactly be the blast itself that landed here. Maybe it could be. Maybe they retconned that. I don't know. But it could have been a stray blast, or maybe could have been as a result of the original blast happening. Causing some kind of tremor, or like again, like I said, a stray blast, because it is a beam of energy. Maybe some of it split off, hits the side. I'm not too sure, right?
Here we go.
What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumiose Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon. And today, I'm going to be revisiting that theory and think on the Lumiose Post side of things. So now I'm reevaluated it all, and I'm coming back with another theory. And I still think that, yeah, AZ's ultimate weapon kind of caused all this. Now, many people have pointed out to me, and they are exactly right, that the Great Crater of Paldea has been around for like 1,000,000 years. So it predates the ultimate weapon hitting Paldea, which is about 3,000 years ago, right? So...
Okay, hold on. Gen 9, oh my god. Gen 9 DLC will include Kalos and the Return of Megas. Paldea was the enemy nation that led to AZ creating the ultimate weapon. Gita is corrupt, Volo visited Paldea, and Gen 9 DLC Legendaries has connections to Gen 5 Vox Legendary, Zygarde, and maybe Eternatus. Supporting theories. Paradox Pokemon are not from the past/future. They are instead created by G9L3 from the dreams of the professors and the explorers. I don't think that is a confirmed theory. The Great Crater of Paldea is the impact site from AZ's ultimate weapon. Gen 9 takes place in the Mega timeline due to mention of Mega Evolution in relation to Roaring Moon. Facts. That is factual information. The Darkest Day in Galar occurred close to the time that that the ultimate weapon was fired. 3,000 years ago? Hold on. 3,000 years ago, when Eternatus attempted to stay alive by absorbing Galar's energy, it caused a red light to appear. This resulted in the Darkest Day. This phenomenon, in the form of a black storm, caused Pokemon to Dynamax and Gigantamax. However, they went berserk in the process, almost destroying the region. The event ended when Eternatus was defeated by Zashi and Zamazenta and the two ancient Galarian kings. What the fuck are these? Wait a second. What the fuck? What is this? What are these? Are these birds? I need to consider that. I need to think about that. It is a drawing. It is a depiction. It's not like the incredibly detailed statue of the fish. In Sword and Shield, From Here to Eternatus, the Darkest Day began after Eternatus emerged from the energy plant core. Rose also revealed that the Darkest Day was what people used to call Eternatus before it gave it its name. So, hold on. Get this fucker out of here. Let's have a new listing for crackpot theories. No, don't go down the reboot hole. Here's the crackpot theories, I think. AZ and Brother. Well, they were the kings of X and Y, of Kalos. Galarian / Paldean kings? Or, Unovan kings? I'm still not completely convinced that the Unovan kings weren't just AZ and his brother. Ancient Galarian kings. 3,000 years ago, in an event called the Darkest Day, a powerful legendary blah, 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 blah. By the present day... So in this, the kings are depicted as youthful. Brown hair, blonde hair. And these are the people that became Swordbert and Shieldbert. Squidward and SpongeBob. So after the Darkest Day, they were crowned as kings. Okay? Where does it show him younger? So as he gets... Hold on. Is it confirmed X and Y and Unova are 3,000 years ago? 3,000 years prior to the events of Sword and Shield. Okay? So this doesn't necessarily mean 3,000 years ago is the same exact time as 3,000 years ago prior to the ultimate weapon being fired again by Lysander. So in theory, AZ and brother could have been the Galarian kings that stopped the darkest day, and then went to Kalos. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense if Galar and Kalos were fighting. Well, no, it was Kalos and Paldea, excuse me. Okay, it was Kalos and Paldea. There's too many regions to keep track of. And then went to Kalos and made the ultimate weapon. What if, like... Which is after X and Y, so maybe 3 to 5 years later, Sword and Shield happened? I think Sword and Shield happened first. I think they were the Galarian kings first. And then, okay, what do we know about the Galarian kings? When did they leave? Like, when did they, like, fuck off? The two youths eventually encountered and joined forces. Depicting the kings as tall men wearing royal clothes. Wait a second. Wait a fucking moment. Okay? How tall is AZ? 9 feet? Zacian Pokemon. Height, 9'2", AZ. Exactly 9 foot. Oh, he's standing on a rock. Or is he? (9'6". Creek theory, the weapon fired in Ore, and that's why it's a desert. Ha ha ha. Links to Pokemon Coliseum. Unnamed mother. And Lysander's a younger brother. So, yeah, I think it's not crazy to think that AZ ended up in Kalos last. Which is why AZ and brother ended up in Kalos last. Which, well, they stayed in Kalos. Like, they stayed in Kalos after the war. I mean, obviously, we know that, but this happens last. What I'm trying to say is, AZ and brother becoming Kalosian kings happens after AZ and brother potentially become Galarian kings, right? Lysander is the rightful heir to the Galarian throne. That's what we're saying. Yes. See, so they are depicted as tall people. Tall people. Who is the literal tallest human we know in all of Pokemon? I think that's maybe stretching it. You know, they are. It's just they're depicted as tall people. The king's depicted as an armored hero. Wait a second. Look at his hair. Look at his hair. How it like drapes down right here. Look at his hair in this old photo. how it drapes down right here? You see his hair coming down right here? Okay, pop this. Look, I'm not even fucking playing around, homie, look. Right? Am I out of my mind? That looks like him. The hair is the same. Remember, Zamazenta may be going by its length and not its height? What? Oh, because it's on all fours. That makes sense. Then this would make sense. Then all of this is making sense. Everything's clicking. Everything's clicking in the noggin. I like this theory. I'm a fan of this theory. AZ and his brother are obviously fighters. They're obviously warriors who have been in wars. They have fought in wars. It would not be too crazy to think that the darkest day happened. They're like, I don't know, they have to get out of Galar or something. I don't know. Maybe they weren't the kings, but somehow it's like, you know, similar to, oh no, this looks like AZ, homie. The hair specifically. Why would they make that? Depicting the kings as tall men wearing royal clothes. They don't have the hair here, though. They don't. What are these like? You see the circle right here? You see the circle right here? Looks like there's maybe another circle to the left and only some to the right. You see some circles around their neck? You see some circles? I don't know. I wish we knew more. Oh, Pellucid City is a Paradox Mon? Dude, facts. Okay. So. Could have been styled later, you know? Yeah, absolutely. You know, the fact that these statues are tall people, whatever. The fact that he has hair similar to AZ, whatever. You know, that could mean nothing. That could mean nothing. And this is also the Galarian Kings depicted as a single one hero. In the postgame, the brothers Swordward and Shieldbert claim to be the king's descendants and contest Sonia's book. But they eventually drop their claim to the throne when they apologize for their actions. Okay, well, so let's think of a timeline here. So AZ and brother, hold on. Possible timeline. AZ and brother helped stop the darkest day in Galar. And are we dropping Unova entirely? No, absolutely not. No. I'm just wondering, right now I'm stuck on whether or not AZ and his brother are are the kings in Galar and Unova. We'll definitely be going to that. But right now I'm on the Galar thing because I think it happened first. I think number one, the shit with the Galar happened first. Azian brother helped stop the Darkest Day in Galar and became Galarian kings. Okay. Then went to Paldea? Or Kalos. Then went to Kalos? Where, yeah, because that's when the ultimate weapon. Then the ultimate weapon is created. Then the ultimate weapon is created and Floette dies. Well, Floette gets resurrected. Probably Emmett and Ingo definitely feel like they are relatives of the Unova twins. Oh, yeah, that is true. What do we know about the Unova twins? Heroes of Truth and Ideals. Here we go. Oh, this is from the movie. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. The heroes of truth and ideals are mentioned in black and white. They're usually called the twin heroes. According to legend, they once shared a powerful dragon, but could not decide whether to pursue truth or ideals. The dragon split into two parts, with Reshiram following the hero of truth and Zekrom following the hero of ideals. At the beginning of the game, Zekrom and Reshiram reside in Dragon Spiral Tower. Okay, hold on. What if AZ was the hero of ideals and his brother is the hero of truth? Okay? That's why he built the ultimate weapon. He thought the ideal world would be one where the war stops and he gets his friend back. Okay, so he uses the ultimate weapon. His brother, the hero of truth, got rid of the weapon because he know the truth is that the weapon was nothing but bad. It's also said that the twin heroes built Relic Castle, which became the center of civilization in Unova. Presumably, it is the hero of truth due to... Oh, I see, okay. The player's tasked with resolving the history the twins began in the past by finding Reshiram and Zekrom. Lysander definitely feels more ideals than truth. Oh, 100%. But then if he was a descendant of the brother, then the brother would be ideals. But then also at the same time, AZ realized the truth that, I mean, well, it was AZ's Floette that made him realize the problem. You know, he resurrected AZ's Floette, but at the expense, he resurrected Floette at the expense of a bunch of Pokemon in the war. I think if all three of these, yeah, a lot can happen in 3,000 years. Facts. Especially if, you know, I mean, AZ's brother, you know, died pretty quick. AZ's brother didn't get the immortality that we know of. So this would all have to happen pretty quick. I don't know how crazy it would be to think that they were kings of multiple regions at different times. I think if we are just like, yep, they were, and we try to go down that route, I think then they went to Unova, then went to Kalos. Because I think they went to Unova. Everything all the shit went down in Unova. They realized that Reshiram and Zekrom were evenly matched. Well, Were him and his brother ever against each other? AZ's younger brother had wished to claim Kalos out of his own greed. AZ ended the war with his ultimate weapon. His brother realized the error of his ways. Wait. AZ's brother had wished to claim Kalos out of his own greed. Did they go to... Wait. What if they took Reshiram and Zekrom and went to Kalos, and that's what started the whole war? AZ's younger brother wanted Kalos after they went from Unova to Kalos, and so they were fighting. AZ built the ultimate weapon because he realized that Reshiram and Zekrom were equal in power, so he needed something bigger. It would make more sense timeline-wise to drop Unova from the timeline. You're right, and also geographically it would make sense. But I think this is important to note, because in X and Y, Parfum Palace. XY. The palace was built by the King of Kalos shortly after a war with a neighboring region 300 years ago. I'm sorry. Excuse me. When did... Hold on. How long ago were the heroes of... When did this happen? In Pokemon Masters EX, even though the two brothers are never mentioned, Hilbert is said to be the hero of truth, while N is the hero of ideals in the present day. Crazy. How long ago did this take it? No, that's what I'm saying. Like 300 years ago is when Kalos had a war with a neighboring region. That is not at all. Dude, this is crazy. Hold on. Does it show the king? Do we see the king anywhere? Look, who are the two Pokemon right here? It's Reshiram and Zekrom. Look at them. They're right there in the fucking Parfum Palace. Oh my god, I just fucking realized something. Oh my god, hold on. Lysander has what Pokemon? Pyroar. Could be a coincidence. That could be a coincidence, I'm not gonna lie. Why are a lot of major events 3,000 or 300 years ago? Yeah, I don't know. It's a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm spinning my tires a little bit right now, but okay. Reshiram and Zekrom appear in Kalos in the Parfum Palace courtyard, where at the same time some fire-type Pokemon are kind of portrayed here in the grass. At the same time, these statues here, were they of AZ and his Pokemon? That would make sense. They were the two. If I remember, there are Getsus and N statues in the Kalos Mansion. Might be wrong. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think that's correct. See, right here on the wall. Oh, here we go. She's here. She's awake and she is here. Ew. Mitzi, we need your help, Mitzi. We don't know where we're going with this one. So, we need to think, like, okay, I'm still of the assumption that all these people are the same. All these people link back to AZ. But you're right, though. It wouldn't make sense for them to go from Galar to Unova to Kalos. Absolutely. Wait a moment. I'm gonna put you in my lap. Sorry. So what happened to the kings after this? Or, not the kings, the heroes. Oh, the twin heroes are not kings. Hold on. No, Unova's not last. Hold on. They are... The hero of truth and the hero ideals were not kings. What if, like, this happened first? They had the fight, and because of that, they caused terror in Unova. The sky filled with ash. Fire and lightning rained down as they battled. They realized Zekrom and Reshiram were equal to one another. Hold on. Where can we see more of this? The twin heroes lived 2,500 years ago in Unova's history, not 3,000. I kept seeing theories that connect the twin heroes with the Kalos War in the Darkest Day 3,000 years ago, but in Black, White, and Black 2 and White 2, it states that the brothers united Unova 2,500 years ago. That's what I was looking for. That's the information that I wanted to know. Unova was created by uniting the wearing people of the land by twin heroes. They used a single dragon sometime more than 2,500 years ago. The brothers started to argue over their beliefs. The elder brother sought truth and the younger brother saw ideals. Their arguments split the single dragon into Reshiram, who sided with the older brother, and Zekrom, who sided with the younger brother. Since they were both born from the same dragon, they could not defeat the other, and the brothers declared there was no right side. How eventually, their sons continued to fight, and both the dragons started to battle again, destroying the Unova region with fire and lightning before disappearing. Further supporting that the twins did not live 3,000 years ago are the inscriptions of the abyssal ruins, which are stated as being 3,000 years ago. Wait. Further supporting that the twins did not live 3,000 years ago are inscriptions of the abyssal ruins, which are stated as being 3,000 years old. Listen to King's words. King is brave. King never loses hope. King is kind. King has dreamed. King defeated alone. Joined King in a day. Indicating that there was one king 3,000 years ago. Furthermore, it can be assumed that refers to the original dragon. So Unova gone unless AZ's bro has eternal life? Okay. Well, it maybe doesn't necessarily rule out Unova, because AZ 3,000 years ago, you know, it's obviously, I don't think all of these things happened exactly on the dot. Oh, look, exactly 3,000 years ago, this second, this happened. I don't think it's like that, you know? I think there's a possibility that the single king, the one king down here that befriended the original dragon, could have been AZ. And then he had some kids of his own. This is after the Kalos and Darkest Day. This couldn't have all happened at the same exact time. By the info you cited, it could have been connected, though. It says more than 2,500 years ago. My math skills are a bit rusty, but I'm pretty sure 3,000 is sometime more than 2,500 years ago. More than 2,500 years ago. We're talking about 500 years later. So, AZ could still be the king after that. You know? What I'm saying is, like, AZ could have been the one with the original dragon. His descendants, kids, whatever the fuck, however far down you want to go. 500 years later, or it could be 100 years later, it could have been 50 years after this. You know, it just says more than 2,500 years ago. They could have done their shit with Reshiram and Zekrom, and AZ could have, like, fucked off to Kalos. Right? I'm really stuck on the Unova thing, you can tell. I really like the idea that they're all the same. Then what is his bro doing? Gallivanting across Paldea? Oh, fuck, you're right. Facts. Oh, yeah. You know, you're right. Okay, hold on. I'm starting to see what you're saying. There's no way AZ could have been the king of Unova and then went to Galar and then went to Kalos. Don't even get me started on this shit, okay? This is in Legends Arceus. These are apparently the two old, like, kings. Hold on. Of Hisui. Alder and someone that looks like Maxie. That's a very strange duo. Wait, that's a good idea. What if AZ's bro is the king from Paldea? So while AZ is in Unova, his bro is in Paldea. Holy shit, there's so much to keep track of here. Let me write that down in a crackpot theory. AZ was the king of Unova 3,000 years ago, before Colosseum War. AZ's brother was the king of Paldea. And then maybe after that, so how did, obviously somehow Reshiram and Zekrom linked to Parfum Palace at the very least. At the literal very least. And the thing that makes me think that has something to do with AZ is because the photo of the king in Parfum Palace reminds the player of AZ. So why are Reshiram and Zekrom here? A deep dive into post-war Kalos history. We indeed know that the region helped Kalos during the war, both financially and military, and that's why Reshiram and Zekrom statues were built in Parfum Palace. The Kalos region and the Unova region must have been in contact with each other. The Pokemon statue near the entrance is Zekrom, and the statue, near the entrance is Reshiram, and this statue is Zekrom. They're both legendary Pokemon from Unova. Both of these happen last in the timeline. I think the last thing to happen in the timeline is probably the ultimate weapon being fired. Because that's, I think AZ probably goes into hiding after that, after he loses Floette. So, it is confirmed now that Unova helped Kalos around the time of the war. At the same time, the king that was in the Parfum Palace that references this whole thing reminds the player character of AZ. So I think it's safe to say AZ came from Unova to Kalos. Now, where did his brother come into the mix? Because, dude, that's just the thing. This whole thing revolves around the fact that we know this fucking much info about his brother. That we know, like, this much info about his brother. AZ's brother had wished to claim Kalos out of his own greed. AZ received the body of his beloved Pokemon, and out of unspeakable grief, he built the ultimate weapon. So, yeah, okay, hold on. I think AZ and his brother are possibly not the same two that fought over Reshiram and Zekrom. They could have been, but the numbers don't necessarily line up. I mean, 2,500, 3,000. I have to go pee. Give me just a second. I'm sorry, I have to go pee. Oh, is it an American Revolution reference? Since France helped America in the American Revolution? Probably. Probably. Let me go pee. I'll be right back. Alright. Or maybe we're looking too deep into this. Oh, we're definitely looking too deep into this. We were looking too deep into this yesterday. So, let me see if I can try to piece this together correctly. I'm honestly kind of getting a little tangled up in all this shit right now. Like, I'm struggling to feel like we're like understand where we're exactly going here. Well, because like 3,000 years ago. Okay, let's try to get our facts straight about what happened when, or as close to that. 3,000 years ago, Kalos War happened. 300 years ago, a second Kalos War happened. And that's around the time the Parfum Palace was made, right? Many statues honoring the knights and Pokemon who fought in the 300-year-old war are displayed inside. Built by the King of Kalos shortly after the war with the neighboring region 300 years ago. In modern times, the palace has been repurposed as a public museum. Okay, good start. New theory topic. What caused the Burn Tower to become, well, the Burn Tower? Unless that's already been put into the lore. Ooh, that is an interesting one. I think, and also another thing we can tie into that is I want to look more into Paradox Pokemon, because some people seem to think that they're based off of the professor's imagination. Some people don't. If it wasn't based on the imagination of the professor and Paradox Pokemon are real, then what if Walking Wake Walking Wake, Gouging Fire, and Raging Bolt were the Pokemon that died and became resurrected as Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. That makes sense. Anyway. After the player has beaten the champion, examining the painting of the king who built the palace in one of the rooms will cause them to notice that it looks like a Z. "3,000 years ago, one king ruled Unova with the ultimate dragon. 2,500 years ago, two brothers fought with Reshiram and Zekrom. Over. Years ago, the Great Paldean Crater was created. Let's look up the Great Paldean Crater. This isn't official, but something to think about. Oh, here we go. Dated history. 2 million years prior, the Zero Underdepths were formed. A million years prior, the Great Crater of Paldea? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I don't know about that one. Let's get rid of that. I don't know about that. Wait. Iron Stroll? That would be so nice. Hold on. What were we just... How did we link Paldea into all of this? How did we get Paldea in all of this? Is it just because it's just close to Kalos and we're just assuming that they're the ones that fought one another? How did we assume that the ultimate weapon may have been fired into Paldea? Ultimate weapon, Kalos, Paldea. The ultimate weapon is fired upon Paldea. I did by saying AZ's bro could have been the king of Paldea. I think it's plausible that Paldea is a neighboring country 3,000 years ago, as the title said. Here's the official artwork. Okay. Okay, what if Paldea has absolutely nothing to do with this? Well, AZ, Area Zero. Oh, there was that thing. What was the... Was it this? No, not that, not that. AZ and Area Zero. Here we go, it was this. creator's much older than the weapon firing, having been created a billion years ago. Million, but go off. According to Miss Rayford's history class, whereas the weapon was fired a measly 3,000 years ago.
Top 5 theories on what this Pokemon's gonna be. Here's the...
It turned out to be Trapghost. No. Okay. That doesn't change the fact that it could have been the same, like, the war could have been with Paldea. But that doesn't make any sense. If AZ wanted to end the war, well, AZ just wanted to bring back Floette. They were fighting in the war. It didn't say necessarily. You know what I mean? I love how it isn't. No, it is. Absolutely is. I think this could all tie into Legend ZA because I think AZ is going to play a huge part in this. So I think the more we find about AZ and potentially his brother, which could have been one of these many other kings, if AZ is one of these two kings of these other regions, I think this will probably link into ZA. All of this links into ZA, I think. Between two countries. So it's obvious it's Kalos and somewhere else. So, okay. AZ and his brother were the kings of Kalos, for sure. Well, were they? Hold on. Were they ever actually? AZ was never the king of Kalos. Is this... Oh, the former king of Kalos. Okay. Was AZ's brother the Paldean king? And that's why they fought? Because it says right here, AZ's younger brother had wished to claim Kalos out of his own greed. So if AZ's brother was the Paldean king and wished to claim Kalos out of his own greed, that explains why... Yeah, so hold on. I think we're onto something. Fuck this, hold on. And then after AZ ended the war with the ultimate weapon, his brother realized the errors of his ways and sought to make amends for his actions by burying the weapon in an attempt to prevent it from ever being used again. Okay, so I think so far there's a chance that it's just, I want this to connect to Unova too, dude. Why was the guy at the Parfum Palace where Zekrom and Reshiram and also Pyroar was there and he looks like AZ? Like, you know what I mean? And does that connect to Galar? I think I'm also just stuck on the fact that they may have been the same, like, person. Like, the kings may have been the same person. But it's crazy that all of these things... Okay, hold on, that's another thing. Facts. Here's the facts page. 3,000 years ago, the darkest day in Galar happened. Let's get this in order. AZ's father? No, I don't think it's AZ's father. I don't know why it would be. Okay, let's say this over 2,500 years ago is actually 3,000. Okay? And AZ's father was the original one king of Unova. You're right. What if AZ's father was the one king who ruled Unova? He had the kids. They fought over Zekrom and Reshiram. AZ, after that fight, went to Kalos, and his brother went to Paldea. Okay? And then they started a war with one another, because they realized that Reshiram and Zekrom were equally matched, so they couldn't beat each other. Okay? So they go, and then AZ's brother wants Kalos. So they start the war. Okay, and then that's how that all happens in the Ultimate Weapon and blah 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 blah. You know? And that's also why Zekrom and Reshiram, I did it again. No, I said it right. Are in Parfum Palace, and the guy looks like AZ because that was AZ. That is AZ. We already know that AZ was the king of Kalos, so. All these Pokemon are catchable in modern-day Kalos, either as pre-evolutions or as themselves. The only possible exception being Aggron, as Aron and Lairon are exclusive to X. This would indicate that both forces use native Pokemon to conduct their war rather than Pokemon imported from outside regions. In addition, human soldiers are present on either side behind the battling Pokemon. Here are some close-ups. While these pictures are not terribly revealing of outfit, skin tone, or other discerning factors, they do reveal a very particular style of helmet. Okay, I don't think this has much to do with what we're talking about. If we assume... Despite these cities having autonomous or semi-autonomous rule, prior writings in the 1960s by Charles Evans ascribing this as an empire are now seriously questioned, given that Massalia had very little Kora, directly controlled agricultural territory. I love this photo, by the way. So, how does this link back to ZA? I mean, the ultimate weapon. It all has to do with the ultimate weapon. All of it. I think we just about got all we can with this avenue. I think we should move on to the bird tower theory. I don't know, dude. There's too many, like, circling theories. A lot of shit happened in the Pokemon world 3,000 years ago. Too much shit for it to be coincidence, in my opinion. Too much shit happened 3,000 years ago. Now, let's say that Legend ZA is a modern title. You know what I mean? If Legend ZA is a modern, like, in more of a modern time, then all of this could be for absolute fucking nothing. And none of this information could be revealed or relevant in any way, shape, or form. Plus, you're breaking your brain here with this theory. I really am. I'm like staring at all of these words, and I'm like honestly forgetting what they mean. Like actually, like I'm just like I'm mixing up regions. I'm skipping around dates. You're right. You're right. I'm definitely spinning in circles right now. I think we've gotten, and all of this just from the fucking the trailer yesterday. I think it's still safe to say I mean, we didn't disprove anything we thought about yesterday. You know what I mean? All this stuff is the same. It's like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme? No, exactly. No, literally exactly. Alright, hold on. Well, then let's look up some burn tower theories. The burn tower theory. Here we are on the /Game Theorist subreddit. That's how you know we're in deep. One of the main things I love about this franchise is how good it is at engaging the fan base in speculation regarding its lore. There's a reason Pokemon's one of the biggest franchises when it comes to... Okay. Now, I'm sure almost everyone on here will be familiar with the events of the Burn Tower, but I'll recap for those who don't. In Ecruteak City in the Johto region, there exist two towers. The Tin Tower and the Brass Tower, where legend has it the legendary bird Pokemon Ho-Oh and Lugia once roosted. On one tragic night, the Brass Tower was struck by a bolt of lightning, which caused a fire in which 3 Pokemon suspected to be Eeveelutions, but that's a theory for another day, perished. Following the tragedy, Ho-Oh resurrected the 3 Pokemon as embodiments of lightning that struck the tower, the fire which incinerated the tower, and the rain that doused the flames. So what exactly is the mystery here? We know what caused the fire. It was lightning from the storm, but the question I want to pose is, what caused the storm? What do you mean, what caused the storm? Anything, a storm just happens on its own. What do you mean, what caused the storm? If you read up on the lore, you may notice that there's one particular element of this legend that really doesn't get mentioned. Lugia. The games make it abundantly clear that Ho-Oh... Why does every Ho-Oh have an exclamation point after it in this? Roosted within the Tin Tower, which would strongly suggest Lugia roosted within the Brass Tower that was burnt down. Now let's take a look at Lugia's Pokedex entries. It is said that it quietly spends its time deep at the bottom of the sea because its powers are too strong. It sleeps in a deep-sea trench. If it flaps its wings, it is said to cause a 40-day storm. Did I say Rayquaza? Did I say Rayquaza? I didn't say Rayquaza, did I? If it flaps its wings, it's said to cause a 40-day storm. I don't think it's necessarily out of the question that Lugia was the one that caused the storm. And, like, you know, right? I think Lugia caused the storm that made that happen. Theory solved! Let's look up, Paradox, Beasts, Burned Tower Theory. So in Scarlet Violet, we see an image of a Paradox Pokemon that looks to be a combo of the legendary beast Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. VLE6 confirmed that this is ancient Suicune, and my theory is what? This is Suicune's original form before being resurrected by Ho-Oh at the Burnt Tower. I believe the legendary beasts were all the same type of Pokemon. Hold on. So for this to be right, we need to also go to the idea. Hold on. Let's just, I'm closing all of the fucking AZ Lysander war tabs. We're taking a fucking break from that theory. Is Genesect a Paradox Kabutops? No, Genesect was said to be enhanced 3,000 years ago? Wait, hold on. Was it not 3,000 years ago? Oh, was created from a 300 million year old fossil. It doesn't say when Team Plasma did their modifications. Yo, what I miss? Man, fuck working. We've been back to theory crafting. We kind of like... Oh, Lux, welcome back. Lux, now, Callie, give me just... I'm just going to briefly go over this. The man's breaking his brain on the AZ theory. Actually, Callie's been watching me slam my head against the fucking wall over this. Because we realized that 3,000 years ago, the Kalos War happened. 3,000 years ago, the Darkest Day in Galar happened. 3,000 years ago, the one king who rules Unova had the ultimate dragon. And over 2,500 years ago, two brothers fought over Reshiram and Zekrom. At the Parfum Palace in Kalos, Reshiram and Zekrom, the Gen 5 legendaries, are in the courtyard. And the king in the Parfum Palace was said to look like AZ. It literally says, if you talk to it, this looks like AZ. So I had a feeling that maybe like, here's the crackpot theories. AZ's brother, the Galarian Celestial Novan Kings. AZ's brother could have been the Galarian Kings that stopped the Darkest Day and then went to Kalos and made the ultimate weapon. AZ and the King Unova 3,000 years ago, blah, 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 blah. AZ could have been the Kalos King, while AZ's brother could have been the Paldean King. But yeah, now we're moving on. I'm moving on to a different theory because I'm fucking smashing my head on the keyboard here trying to figure anything out. I'm really confusing myself. What we're on now is we want to find out, I want to try to figure out a couple things. One, were Paradox Pokemon created from the imagination of the professor? And two, is there a possibility, if that's true, then this kind of disproves the following theory, but if the Paradox Pokemon are their own creatures from the past or the future, then it supports the theory that Walking Wake, Gouging Fire, and Raging Bolt were the Pokemon that died in Burn Tower and resurrected by Ho-Oh. Let's look at Paradox Pokemon. They're also known as unidentified creatures, monsters of Area Zero, and enigmas of Paldea by researchers in Occulture magazine articles, respectively. Professor Sada or Turo are the head researchers of the Paradox Pokemon. The precise origin of Paradox Pokemon... Are you fighting a fly, Mitzi? What the fuck? I just saw her get up and start throwing hands. Anyway. The precise origin of Paradox Pokemon is unclear. AI Asada, AI Turo claims that they originate from different points in the Pokemon world's timeline, specifically the ancient past or distant future, while Asada or Turo, brought to the Crystal Pool by Terapagos, suggests that they are from a different timeline. The latter notion is also alluded to the original Japanese version of AI Asada or Turo's dialogue. They were apparently brought to Area Zero in the present day by a time machine built by the professor, but the Scarlet or Violet Book documents sightings of them prior to the time machine being built. Terapagos appears to have connection to the Paradox Pokemon. History. It is unknown where the Paradox Pokemon originate from. Conflicting accounts claim that they either come from the past or a distant future, or from different timelines. So I think the idea that it was created from the mind of Sada or Turo was kind of bullshit. The professor is said to have used the time machine to send Pokeballs to different points in the timeline. The Pokeballs then caught the Paradox Pokemon before bringing them to the modern time. The reason the professor created the time machine was because they were fascinated with the Paradox Pokemon after reading about them from the Scarlet and Violet book. Okay, so we really didn't figure anything out there, I'm not gonna lie. Here's a question, is Magearna based off of a Pokemon we haven't seen? Diancie. Magearna's based off of Diancie. Is it just me, or is Magearna a little too similar to Diancie? I think it was their attempt of recreating. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear I saw something that said Magearna was an attempt at creating an artificial Diancie. No, all that's been confirmed by the movie. It was said that the first man-made Pokemon, so basically a robot, didn't mean to downvote. So, Diancie is literally, or Magearna is just a man-made Diancie, is all it is. I'm not gonna lie, the fucking first theory has fried my fucking brain. You know what I mean? My brain is just such mush after all that AZ bullshit trying to understand it. I feel like I have a million things to consider with this whole thing. So, the earlier theory with the burnt tower, I think personally, Lugia caused the storm. Okay? It is possible that these Pokemon come from different timelines. Suggest they're from different timelines? Hold on. Five. I am researching methods to catch Pokemon that live in different timelines, so I might transport them to the present day in my own timeline. So that, okay. That is suggesting. Okay, I like that. Because you hear that straight from the real Sada or Turo at the Crystal Pool in the Indigo Disc. That is a very new piece of information that just came out with the last DLC. So I believe that. I believe that these are Pokemon from different timelines, not necessarily Pokemon from the past or future in the same timeline. So, honestly, it could have been such a thing where Walking Wake, Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt were the Pokemon that Ho-Oh turned the evolutions or whatever they were into. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Look at these guys. Because that would explain why some of them are just so... I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Why are there robot Pokemon? That's still so confusing. Futuristic doesn't just mean robotic, you know what I mean? Are all Pokemon robots in the future? You know what I mean? That's such a banger, I'm sorry. What if, like... Man, I don't know. What's going on here? How we doing? Oh, what's up, everyone? 7 people. How's it going? How we all doing today? They said Iron Hands as a cyborg in one of its sex entries. That could make sense, but how's Bolt getting his long neck through that door? Facts, Lux? That is major facts. Could you imagine the scene where you're with Aceween or whatever his name is, and you walk in the burn tower and he's like, okay, apparently Raikou, Entei, and Suicune are somewhere around here. And then, like, you go up to the edge and you just see Raging Bolt's head sticking up from the bottom floor. Because, you know, normally you, like, spook them and then they all run off. But what if Raging Bolt's already looking? You know what I mean? It is very similar to a cyborg covered exclusively by a paranormal magazine. The cyborg was said to be modified by a modified form of a certain athlete. Dude acts like a periscope. Alright. I don't know if the paradox shit's getting anywhere. Or the burn tower shit. I mean, you guys already know my one big theory I want to know. Are Pokemon conspiracies? Bro, this is our subreddit. Maybe we'll get a Paradox Keldeo for the Scarlet and Violet Mythical. Possibly. I've seen this warning long. Oh, this is what we love to see. Are you guys ready to deep dive into this one? If you don't know, before we get into the meat and potatoes of that Reddit thread, real fish in Pokemon Legends Arceus. This, here we go. Oh, thank God, Taco. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, there's a room with a realistic fish pot holder, which is odd on its own, but becomes even weirder when you realize they also use Magikarp pot holders as well. Is this a new Pokemon tease, or is it just world building like the dragon statues in Galar? Lastly, there's a random... Oh, yeah. The only thing I'm confident about is that it wasn't accidentally added, and that it was a conscious addition, otherwise they could have just used another Magikarp. Also, I want to note that the dragon statue are just world building so far, and could be something later too. This is a... dude, I'm not going to get over this. This is a real-ass fish in a Pokemon game. If I need to go get my copy of Legends Arceus and put it in and show you in the game, I will. I'm not gonna, unless you want me to, but I won't. For what it's worth, I thought this a stylized Magikarp until I saw that there was also an obvious Magikarp one too, so I'm sure the similarities were intentional regardless of the outcome. I also want to add that Iari are a real thing, and the fish pot hook looks just like the realistic fish, so speculate accordingly. So, with that being said, I have a huge question. One, is this a reference to a new Pokemon? I don't think so. It just looks too much like a fish. It just has too many similarities to real fish. The Magikarp one, it has like the king's crown. You know what I mean? It has the big red-lipped open mouth and the big cartoon eyes and like a cross pattern on it. You know what I mean? Okay, some of those things maybe like not necessarily could be a valid point for me here. But look how generic of a fish this looks like. This is very intentional. So with that being said, I say almost definite for something I forgot. Wait, what do you mean? What? Maybe I misunderstood your message. However, so this makes you wonder, real animals in Pokemon, real thing or not? Okay. I've seen this discussion multiple times. Real animals have been seen in Pokemon, not just the anime, but the games as well. This raises a question. What is the difference between a Pokemon and an animal? Why can't a cow, tiger, or elephant be trained and used in a Pokemon battle? Wow, what a statement that is. What a question. Why can't a cow, tiger, or elephant be trained and used in a Pokemon battle? Oh, you think the Paradox Keldeo is a definite? Possibly. Do you think Paradox Pokemon are going to be in ZA? Mega Iron Valiant. Dude, kill me. Mega Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon already looks like Mega Sceptile. Anyway. Fortunately, no one's given an answer I can accept, so I'm going to explore the issue myself and come up with a theory that hopefully makes sense. I'll be using the anime as my main source for this theory, but I will include the games and other media as well. Contrary to popular belief, animals are not an anime exclusive thing and do appear in the games. Oh yeah, here, let's... every real animal that exists in the Pokemon universe. Ash dressed as a cow, Ash looking at fish. This is, you know, obviously things that happened very early on in the anime. Salmon. Team Rocket insults the player by calling him a little rat. Bird Keeper wants to fight. There are many references. You can, and like there's so many Pokemon. Like Chimchar is the fire monkey Pokemon. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck's a monkey? You know what I mean? I think you mean Mega Salamence. What'd I say? What'd I say? Roaring Moon looks like Mega Salamence? What did I say first? So obviously animals are in some way, shape, or form in, oh, did I say Mega Sceptile? LOL. Are in the Pokemon games. Because, like, too many Pokemon are categorized as animals. The Fire Monkey Pokemon, for example. I don't think that's necessarily, like, what it is. Chimchar Pokemon. It might be Fire Chimp. It might be something like that. But it's definitely, like, let's see. The Chimp Pokemon. Seed Pokemon. The Tiny Turtle Pokemon is Squirtle, Turtle, Shellfish, Worm, Cocoon, Butterfly. Poison Bee Pokemon. Tiny Bird, Mouse. Mouse, Tiny Bird, Mouse, Pikachu, Sandshrew, Mice. Pokemon are directly referenced. Let's go back. I'll only be using the original Japanese dub. Animals mentioned only in the English dub, the like lions and reindeer, will not be included in this theory. Good. Also, I'll be looking at things from a Watsonian viewpoint rather than a Doylist one. Debunking a few theories. Like I said, I have seen people try to answer this question many times. Unfortunately, these theories don't make sense, or at least not for every species. I mean, a goldfish is different to a mongoose, which is different to an elephant. As such, no one-size-fits-all explanation will do. One popular explanation is, animals don't have moves. This comes from the Zygarde cell and core, which explains that they are not Pokemon because they lack moves. This explanation works for things like goldfish and insects, as they are small and can't do much in a fight. But what about an elephant or a tiger? They have plenty of moves, albeit normal type, that would be effective in a Pokemon battle. As I said before, a one-size-fits-all theory just won't work. Another explanation is animals are weak and not as invulnerable to things like electricity or fire, and would therefore die if used in a Pokemon battle. I'm afraid that just doesn't work either. I mean, there's one animal that appears in every Pokemon media to date that shows the same level of toughness Pokemon have. The animal is, of course, humans. Humans in the Pokemon world are shown to have high resistance to things that would kill, cripple, or disfigure a person in real life. The amount of times Ash has been electrocuted or burned is too many to list, as well as Team Rocket's blasting off again, only to be safe and sound for the next episode. Now you could say, oh, this is just a slapstick humor for comedic effect. It still doesn't change the fact that it happens. Slapstick comedy or not, humans in the Pokemon world show clear invulnerability to Pokemon attacks, so there's no reason why a non-human animal would have the same kind of protection. Still not convinced? Raichu's Pokedex entry says its electric charges can reach 100,000 volts. Careless contact can cause even an Indian elephant to faint. The keywords here being faint, not die. My theory, I looked at this list of animals and noticed a pattern. Animals in the Pokemon world. A real dog? Yeah, look at that thing. That's a real ass dog. In Generation 1 games, the Bird Keeper class has a sprite depicting it holding a generic bird on their arm. In Gen 1 artwork of the old Amber, there is a mosquito or similar insect visible within them. In the Gen 1 games or their remakes, a sailor mentions that jellyfish sometimes drift aboard. A chef in the SSN mentioned several meat dishes. Salmon, beefsteak, barbecue, call them a little rat. A tamer in Fuchsia City mentions having joined the gym due to Ninja's long history with animals. Interesting. Using the word animals in Pokemon fucks me up, but I think anything in Generation 1 we can crumple up in a ball and throw out of here. Gen 1 shit was just too early for them to lay a solid groundwork for this kind of thing. If they end up using rat or this or that, you know what I mean? In Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Birdkeeper Catherine on Route 211 says, I can go anywhere with my Noctowl. We're gonna show you Owl best. Haha, this is a pun between owl and hour. So she knows what an owl is. In Pokemon Black and White, a trainer in the battle subway says he's so obsessed with Pokemon that his wife is as mad as a hornet. Oh, shit. Is this just a link to the Hornet Wikipedia page? That is so fucking funny. In Generation 5 games, Berg's insect badge is the beetle badge in Japanese. Oh, okay. Next in White, fresh caught fish is served in a restaurant in Lumios. Real-world butterflies appear in the background at some places during Pokemon battles. In Legend of Arceus, the insect plate is described as being imbued with the essence of bugs. I don't think it's too far to assume that bugs are just bug Pokemon when mentioned, but if a specific thing like hornets or owls are mentioned, that's different. The English name of the Horseshoe Plains implies the existence of horseshoes, and by extension, real horses. However, the Japanese name for Horseshoe Plains, Horseshoe Meadow, includes the Japanese word for horseshoe, which contains the Japanese word for hoof and iron, not horse. The names of Deer Track Heights and Deer Track Path imply the existence of real deer. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the restaurant food item, Pela de Paldea, what appears to be mussels in the dish. That could be Sheldon. Katie, when defeated, exclaims that all of her Pokemon dropped like flies. See, that's interesting. Ortega refers to the current state of the Naranja Academy as all rainbows and butterflies. Also an interesting point. All of these are in the most recent games. In Pokemon Scarlet, according to an article from a September issue of A Culture magazine, leading theories hold that Great Tusk is a living relic of the dinosaur era. The name and depictions of the move Raging Bull mentions bulls. The name of the move Crab Hammer mentions crabs. The Shoal Shell resembles no known Pokemon, but does resemble the shell of clams. Some in-battle animations depict real-world animals. In several games, yellow birds can be seen circling around a confused Pokemon. That's so factual. That is so factual that there are yellow birds in like every Pokemon game when you get confused. I didn't even think about that. Yo, what's up, Spencer? Good morning to ya. It's 4:30 for me. 4:39 right now, but good morning to you, buddy. I know it's early for you. I saw that you saw my best of February video. You left a couple comments. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the best of February. Bees appear in the battle animations. Bored? Are you bored? Is that what you're saying? Bees appear in battle animations for Vespiquen signature move Attack Order, Defend Order, and Heal Order. Several Pokedex entries imply the existence of real-world animals. Indian elephants, insects, bugs, bugs, chameleon. Its tongue can be extended like a chameleon's. It says it again in Leaf Green. They didn't take it out for Leaf Green. Oh, bird. I thought you were going like, boring. That's what you were saying. I was like, oh, damn, bro. In the side games, when Nascor asks Venus about the progress of her takeover of the Under, she comments that a couple mice appear to be running loose. I'm not worried about Pokemon Coliseum. I'm not worried about the spin-off games. Oh, concept art depicting a real cat. Is it possible that this was just that one? Well, that was no. Never mind. There's our boy. Here's our boy, all right. Real animals have been seen and mentioned in the anime. They were more common in the original series as there weren't as many species of Pokemon introduced at the time. A picture book based on anime once featured a dog walking past Ash and friends, and a piece of concept art of the residents of Palatown featured a cat. Birds can also be occasionally heard in the background. Food that contains meat products such as hamburgers and chicken are often seen. In addition, the guidebook Pokemon Pocket Monsters Animation confirmed that there were indeed animals in the world, and also revealed that Pokemon weren't related to animals at all. I enjoyed your best of February because I'm part of it. Yeah, you are. You're in it. Did you guys also hear about... I don't want to say... Is it Takeshi Shudo? Is that his name? Takeshi Shudo... Yo, this is him. Takeshi Shudo. So this is the guy that wrote a lot of the first Pokemon movies and animes. He was essentially the writer for Pokemon, and he also created Lugia. If you haven't seen the Did You Know Gaming video on him, it is really good. He said he created Lugia while under the influence of a lot of alcohol and medicine, and he was really upset whenever he saw that Lugia was not exclusive to Pokemon the movie 2000, and they didn't ask for Shudo's permission to put Lugia on the cover of Pokemon Silver, and apparently that really, really, really upset him. Here we go. His biggest contribution to Pokemon Monsters was the creation of Lugia. Shudo was interested in creating a darker storyline for the franchise that he otherwise was not allowed to do when working on the series, and had hope for the Pokemon series that he was not allowed to do when working on the series, and hoped that the Pokemon series would be his chance to bring those ideas to life. After Lugia's creation, many changes were made by the set that Shudo had found displeasing, such as making Lugia male, he considered Lugia female, and interjecting him into the main series games. Shudo wanted him to be an exclusive to the movie. Before, during, and after Lugia's creation, Shudo would heavily consume alcohol and tranquilizers, which he claimed cleared his mind when working, and it contributed to his failing health. I thought at one point, one of the, I think it was movie 3. Someone's spamming that fucking hearts. I see that. Lugia equals drunk bird? No, essentially. Takeshi Shudo was drunk when he made Lugia, that's for damn sure. He was hopped up on them tranquilizers, actually. In 2010, he suffered a subarachnoid hemorrhage in a smoking room. He died the next day. Damn, rest in peace. So I want to go more. Should we watch the Did You Know Gaming video? It's a lot. Oh yeah, don't even open that. I'm closing the Legend ZA thing. Oh my god, get that out of here. Get this shit out of my face. A Pidgey eating a regular worm on Route 1. Factual. That is facts. Are bugs a thing? The mongoose. That's a real mongoose in the anime, if you haven't seen that before. Yeah, let's watch this.
This is Japanese scriptwriter and novelist Takeshi Shudo. Shudo was the head writer for the first 5 years of the Pokemon anime, as well as the first 3 Pokemon movies. His creative process was fueled by alcohol and tranquilizers, and in the last 2 years before in retrospect, it almost seems inevitable that Lugia would appear in Pokemon 2nd generation, especially since Lugia's place as Silver's box legendary is nothing short of iconic. But Lugia's inclusion in Gen 2 wasn't originally part of the plan. The earliest builds of Pokemon Gold and Silver were shown to the public only once, at Space World 1997, an E3-style gaming expo held in Japan exclusively for Nintendo products. Gold and Silver's 1997 demos were very different to the game's final build. Taking Lugia, Shudo originally thought it remained exclusive to the film. In fact, he was actually surprised when it appeared in the games at all. Toward the end of his life, Shudo wrote on his blog, "Since Lugia was a Pokemon I designed myself solely for the new movie, I was surprised it ended up getting used later in the games and TV show. Actually, I thought of Lugia as a Pokemon exclusive to the movies. By modern standards, Shudo's expectation that Lugia would be a theater-exclusive Pokemon seems absurd. Normally buy in a pharmacy, not illegal substances. When I get a little bit high, it helps me sort out all my confused thoughts. However, when it comes to alcohol and drugs, you need to know your limit. Like, if I start to think that 1 + 1 doesn't necessarily equal 2, when these become difficult, it means I'm drunk. If I get any more intoxicated after that, I won't be able to think productively, and there's also the danger of tripping somewhere and hurting myself." Shudo makes it undeniably clear he was under the influence pretty much the entire time he was working on the Pokemon franchise, and went into particular detail about his intake while he was writing the Pokemon 2nd movie. So it's fair to say, originally, too. It's a symbol of life, but also a symbol of coexistence. Originally, Pokemon didn't have genders, but X symbolizes...
No, he had alcohol and also did tranquilizers. He was an alcoholic and a drug user. 2 different things.
Deep ocean
But he
currents
did
and created
that
life
at
on
the
Earth. It's a
same
maternal Pokemon.
time.
Shudo originally wrote the movie based around Pokemon X, and purposefully excluded series regulars like Ash, Pikachu, and Team Rocket. He wasn't particularly fond of Ash, and wanted him written out of the anime, but Shudo's subordinates asked him to...
Well, damn, wouldn't he be happy today?
script anyway, which he eventually agreed to as a way of showing his willingness to compromise. Pokemon X finally got an official name during an all-hands-on-deck production meeting. Staff from every corner of the franchise attended, including staff working on the film, Game Freak employees, and even distribution staff. Everyone in the meeting voted, and the winning name, of course, turned out to be Lugia. The most likely inspiration for its name is Lugio, a Latin word that means to lie dormant, probably chosen because the first time Lugia is ever seen by the public is 5 minutes into the film when it's lying dormant deep under the ocean. The name might also draw partial inspiration from the beluga whale, which Lugia bears some resemblance to. Lugia's role in the story has some parallels with the great white whale in Moby Dick, with Lawrence playing the part of Captain Ahab, but it's unclear if that was actually Shudo's intention.
Who's
As far as lore
spamming the
inspiration,
fucking
Shudo may have drawn from
100s? I'm
Japanese
spamming the
mythology god of
100s
sea,
too. What's up,
dragon,
guy?
Ryujin. Not
I don't
only
know
does
who
Lugia
that
resemble
is,
a
but
wyvern
hello.
dragon, but in the Japanese version of the movie, Lugia is also called the god of the sea. Lugia has the power to summon storms, as does Ryujin, like when he used a hurricane to repel a fleet of Mongolian ships invading final months. One of the regrets I have about writing the second Pokemon movie was that I didn't push back on the gender assigned to Lugia. Although its gender isn't addressed in the plot, it's given a male voice, but it's a maternal Pokemon. To make matters worse, using a male voice actor for Lugia was a decision made during a big meeting with many participants. Advertisements had already aired. It was too late. We couldn't suddenly change Lugia into a female. But the more I thought about it, the less I could imagine X being anything.
I thought Takeshi Shudo had an idea. Takeshi Shudo, real animals in Pokemon. According to Takeshi Shudo, real animals did exist at one time, and they were documented, but they've long since vanished. The earlier episodes having them was what he claimed were an oversight by the animators not knowing what they were drawing. Pokemon come in all shapes and sizes. Some look like an undead ghost balloon that abducts children, while others look like a pigeon. Which raises a question: are there actual pigeons or other normal animals, for that matter, in the Pokemon world? According to Shudo, not according to Shudo, and he should know since he killed all of them. Officially, there are no animals in the Pokemon anime verse, only Pokemon and humans. But before you start on how you totally saw several non-animal Pokemon or non-Pokemon animals in a very convincing cow costume, Shudo would remind you that every bird or cat in the series was drawn against his wishes and is therefore not canon. But since the Pokédex describes Pikachu as a mouse Pokemon and Meowth as a scratch cat, he couldn't pretend that they never existed at all. So on his personal blog, Shudo offered a compromise. All the animals did exist once, but then they were they conveniently went extinct. A message he wanted to reinforce in perfectly sane fashion with an episode wherein Pokemon trainers battle the reanimated skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So how does Shudo explain what happened to the non-monstrous critters? You'd think that they were just Darwined out of existence by Pokemon. Mouse versus mouse that shoots at 100,000 volts of electricity out of its cheeks isn't exactly a fair fight, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Instead, Shudo wrote that some people still have old photographs of animals, meaning they managed to live side by side with their superpowered counterparts from the prehistoric age until sometime after we invented the camera. If anything, that made the mysterious fate even more disturbing. Not only was their extinction a shockingly recent event, but every single animal went the way of the dodo in matters of decades. Is there an undiscovered Pokemon out there who knows the move extinction level event? If so, it is clearly super effective. Pokemon aren't mindless animals. Hell, some are even clever enough to become detectives. So according to Shudo, it should have been only a matter of time before these pocket monsters staged their own Poke Workers revolution. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, no, yeah, this is right. This is part of the movie. Shudo had an idea for the plot of the fourth Pokemon movie, with Pokemon rising up against humans, so now you know why he didn't get to write that movie, inspired by Spartacus. Shudo wrote that he wanted Pokemon to have their own revolution, refusing to keep spilling each other's bloods for the entertainment of their cruel human masters. And leading the Poke Rebellion in their bid to free themselves from bondage was none other than Ash Ketchum's Pikachu. The movie would have even featured a scene in which Pikachu turns on his underage master and the two fight one another. Our money's on the sentient cattle prod over the 10-year-old boy. PETA did that like 10 years ago. Trank was a metaphor for drugs and other drug uses. Am I right? No, I'm pretty sure he was on like actual tranquilizers. Like, isn't ketamine like a tranquilizer? I don't really know. I'm about to look up. Okay, here's the Pokemon theory stream. Let me look up ketamine. Yeah, it's an anesthetic. Yeah, that's a tranquilizer. In the end, the impending civil war is prevented by Team Rocket's Meowth, who serves as a human to Pokemon translator so the two factions can hash it out with words and not body slams. This was the closest Shudo ever got to planning a happy ending. Since children don't like change and animators don't spend 10 months redoing designs, it's common for cartoon characters to simply not age. Oh, yeah. Hey guys, what if we explore the ashes in a coma theory? You know, it seems like a lot of people are stuck on they eat the animals, they don't eat the Pokemon, but it's incredibly obvious from Scarlet and Violet that Pokemon are eaten. It's incredibly obvious from early anime that Pokemon are eaten. When I say Pokemon World, I'm thinking of right now. Animals only appeared in earlier shows where Pokemon lacked more, so those animals wouldn't count on this thread, even if they do in your mind. Just to make the argument a little more creative, it started in the clan one time, where a debate between Bee and Superpower Emboar started. Me. I thought birds didn't exist in Pokemon. Oh dear, we're getting into dangerous territory. Yeah, we are. I didn't respond in that thread. Hold on. Okay, so I thought birds didn't exist in Pokemon. They do, you just never see them because they are unimportant. In Fire Red, it said Raichu could take out an African elephant on the Pokedex. All Pokemon have classifications, lots of which are animals. For example, Pikachu is classified as the mouse Pokemon. I think Archaeops is the first bird Pokemon. Is that real? Hold on. Oh my god, yeah. The first bird Pokemon? The proto-turtle Pokemon? Whoa. That's weird. That is Starange. I think the next entry is just trying to help us compare it and associate them to the real world. I doubt in the world of Pokemon there are any animals, because think of a salamence, hungry salamence flying over a field of cows and not grabbing a few for lunch. Now think of that with every hungry salamence, and cows aren't really in existence anymore. Salamence aren't exactly common and can easily beat a Tauros. Explain why Tauros aren't also extinct. I'm still sticking with the belief that animals do exist in the Pokemon world. I'd also like to mention that humans, by definition, are animals. Pokemon are the animals. Normal fish have been seen in the anime, but they were very old episodes. I would say no, in my opinion. The Pokemon are the animals. There were actual fish in the Cerulean Gym in the anime. I'm not worried about the early anime bullshit. Animals pseudo-exist? I mean... it's this right here. Like, specifically, like... this chunk of text right here that makes me believe maybe. I think like the confusion birds like around a Pokemon's head are just a way to signify to the player. I don't think those are like real. I mean, I don't think I don't think the Pokemon or the trainers are seeing those birds in the battle. You know, it's obviously something that the players are seeing to know what's going on. He went from one raboot hole to another? No, exactly. Well, I mean, at least with the fucking AZ bullshit, there's so much lore to go off of. Man, I hate parades. It's fucking early morning. Fire prevention month. Fire prevention month. Waking up tired people. Is there a parade outside your house right now? Good morning. Good morning, Spencer. Wake up. Bam, 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 dun, dun, dun. You know what I mean? It's like, what's also crazy to me is it seems like Generation 2, 3, and 7 have no mentions of animals in any way, shape, or form. Firecat. Firecat, sea lion. Larva. Stag beetle Pokemon, that's very specific. The bee fly. The puppy Pokemon. The wolf Pokemon. The donkey Pokemon. God. Hey, free alarm clock. Yeah, but I think Spencer, like, for Spencer right now, I don't know where you live, homie, but I think it's like 3, 4 a.m. for you right now. Is that right? Am I wrong? What time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock. It's 6 a.m. and I ain't getting up yet. Bro, I am literally 11 hours ahead of you. Where do you... May I ask, what country do you live in, Spencer? Score Bunny, the rabbit Pokemon. I'm trying to see, like, if there's just a point where they stop doing it. But it's obvious. Grass Cat Pokemon, the Fire Croc Pokemon, the Duckling Pokemon, the Hog Pokemon. It's obvious this is still something that's very much happening and they're consciously doing. Can't tell if there's a Fletchinder in the trailer. It's oh, the Philippines? Oh, gotcha. There's definitely a Fletchinder in the trailer. Also, what's up, Zorant? Let me show you. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just going to pull up the dreaded document one more time. We have done a lot of discussion on ZA. In fact, yesterday we spent 3 hours on it, and we spent about 2 hours on it today. The only things that we've really, like, gotten for sure are the AA and ZA's the Ultimate Weapon. Quasar is probably the name of the company with ties to Team Galactic. And the starters are almost certainly Snivy, Torchic, and Piplup. The whole thing's based on Hossman's renovations of parents. And AZ's brother is someone that is incredibly forgotten in this entire thing. So I think AZ's brother has a large part to play in the next game somehow, even in, like, a mentioning or something. We have crackpot theories. You can, like, pause right now and read this if you really want to. I'm not going into this because I was literally, like, smashing my head in a hydraulic press trying to, like, squeeze out anything else my brain could come up with for this theory. Callie was there for it. Anyway. So we're moving on to different Pokemon theories. If you have different Pokemon theories, now's the time. No more like whether AZ and his bro are the kings of multiple regions. Yeah. We're not going down that again. We went down that for like literally 5 hours. So right now we're on we're talking about were animals real in the Pokemon world? And if so, where the fuck did they go? During Pocket Monsters XY, Coral is still seen to be alive and well in the world. Oh. This is just the same thing from earlier. The early bird catches the worm, or in this case, the Pokemon. Well, if instead of Megas, the Kalos starter get a Battle Bond phenomena, the thing about that, the reason why I don't think that's going to happen, like Ash Greninja, is there's going to be trainer customization. How would they make it look like your Pokemon? How would they make your Pokemon look like you if you have different clothes, hair, and colors and things like that? That's the only thing against that. Man, your MapHat 2.0 right now with these theories. And that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. There's my attempt at that. I don't know, team. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. A fish biting Slowpoke's tail? We even went to the game theory subreddit. We did. In fact, is this it? No. I'm not gonna lie, team. I think I have just made my that impression was spot on. I'll have to go back and listen to it later. I think I've like rotted my brain to the point to where I can't think anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've actually just annihilated my mental process. Take 10, then we start back up. That is true, but we know, at least according to the anime, Bond phenomenon happens every 100 years. Really?
Kaizo Ironmon is a Pokemon challenge that was designed to be unfair. And
Oh, yeah? Hold on. I don't know about that. According to Bulbapedia, well, that's where I'm on. Where do you see that at? Where do you see... I'm here on Bulbapedia. Where do you see the once every 100 years? Wouldn't quite... Casno ended his mind thinking about theories. Casno at night, can't sleep. I need to understand what the meaning of the mystery. I must solve. Dude, it's me all night. I like... You can't see, but behind the camera over here, I got like a bunch of like string connecting photos and shit of AZ and the Unovan Kings and bullshit. I really like how Ash looks here. I really like that Ash design a lot. Ultra Burst? Oh, this is from... Oh, it's Necrozma. Pepe Silvio. You know what I mean? Don't know, squad. Not gonna lie. Just like the movie Mysteries and shit investigators hype. Does anyone else have any Pokemon theories that they've always wondered about? We've gone over ZA, AZ, animals in the Pokemon world, the Burn Tower from Gen 2. I'm kind of tired, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kind of like resting here. Just like I'm gonna lay back for a second. I'm dead. I've died, my brain is fried. Let's try to guess the Scarlet and Violet Mythical. Have we not gotten our Mythical for Gen 9? Would it not have been in the game? Right? Pecharunt. It's Pecharunt, isn't it? Ash wants world domination by using the Pokemon he gathered and Team Rocket trying to stop him. LOL. Yeah, great theory. Isn't Pecharunt the mythical? It's called the mythical Pecha Berry that you use to get him. So my speculation is it's Pecharunt. Technically we have, but a lot of people are thinking we are getting another one for the anime movie. You know, that, yeah, true, but we have to wonder is there even going to be a movie now that Ash is gone? Is Ash, I mean, with Ash being gone, can you see sweat stains? With Ash being gone, will there even be a movie? I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be more Pokemon movies. I think that's no question. But I mean, like, oh, Jesus Christ. But I think, like, I don't know. It's definitely gonna be different. Is it gonna be about Liko and Roy? Is it gonna be the alternate timeline Ash? Because I'm pretty sure somewhere they said that Ash is still gonna be used in, like, Ash is still, the alternate timeline Ash is still gonna appear. So Ash isn't necessarily gone. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's sit on up. I'm not gonna lie, my legs are a little cold. I'm gonna go put sweatpants on instead of shorts. I kill him with the word Pokemon Cipher. Come on, psych. You know what I mean? Are you guys, does anyone in this chat right now know what the Pokemon Cipher is? What if I moved on to playing a video game? I'm all burnt out of the theory crafting for right now. How would we feel about video game time? Nope, I don't understand jack shit, or I'm just dumb. It's a YouTube thing. If you've ever heard of Shofu, he's a Pokemon rapper, and him and a bunch of other YouTubers who like to rap about Pokemon create the cipher. It's like I mean, I can just show you. It's pretty dope.
I'm driving a day out just in my cloud. I can get these niggas the hell of a my boat. Boy, I be dripping too much Pella Pro when I dress. I be surfing on them and they clean.
Where's my Pokemon Cipher hat? Hold on.
Cause your shit isn't fire even on the sunniest day. I swear the archiest you niggas sweet, man. No wonder the shop out of honey today. Them boys wanna know what kind of leaf you on. Blade burst on that bitch, everybody get blazed, nigga. Show for the goddamn beat down level 100 in this bitch. Hair on the top of my head on me, top of cocaine. On the ball of my neck, let's fuck P-E-A-T-D-O, down band. Okay, beat down protecting the gyms. I got all the CP, giving you giving it pipe.
Whoa.
I got all the PP.
Did he just say, I got all the CP? Oh, we're out of here. Oh, hello, Mitzi. It is good to see you, my little friend. Oh. Yeah, let me show you. They do a contest where a fan gets to join them every year. And this year, so they hold a contest and they go through all the submissions live, and like they'll roast you. They'll roast your ass if you rap bad. Look at this is Lime King. This is the guy who won the cipher this year. Listen to how fire this rap is.
Lime King, sure. I feel like Flygon. Bitch, does it look like I'm bugging? I got a python, mucker, or e-cat. Yeah, she be bending backwards when she sucking. We breaking the mold, my neck is so frozen. Got Reggie ice on my Cuban links. We be sipping the potion, feeling all olin. I got 3 blocks right on my dick. You know they go dick on my dick. Screaming 666, have a fuck villain. Shit, this blick only going for headshots. Raise out, get the boy spinning. Tell you to 1 in a billion. Straight up to give me pussy and I'm still in it. She said your package.
Oh, disclaimer, bad words, by the way.
He really did catch 'em all. I must have nice IVs, she one of my offspring. These rappers Galarian, they steady capping until they end up in a coffin. Ever since my submission, I'm flooded with unknowns, bitch, I do not speak your language. Started calling my main bitch Arvin. She got daddy issues and she just made me a sandwich.
Oh! That's enough of that. You get the point. You get the point there. Just shot down after that. All right, team. All right, so anyone who's watching right now, would you rather watch me play Pokemon Scarlet and try to get some more shinies, or I can move to completely derail off Pokemon and I can play some Binding of Isaac? Either way, I only got like an hour left in me before I'm gonna die of starvation, I think. Open to suggestions. Man, I miss out those Pokemon Cypher submission that was lit. I know, right? There were so many. If you go, look up the Pokemon Cypher 2023 and watch like the highlights. Like watch these specifically, the contest highlights. Dude, honestly, I have not laughed as hard as I laughed in a long time than watching these videos. It is so fucking funny, man. Pokemon? Okay. We'll get to it pretty quick. Hey, whoa. And would you look at that? Here we are. Oh, we still want to play this. Let me change all my stuffs over. Hello? Hello, Video Game? It's not showing up on my thing. I guess I could play it through OBS, but that sucks. Why would I want to do that? Hold on. Here it is. Hey, there we go. Now I can see. You like my Pokeball fade? What if Casno had the low taper fade? You know what I mean? Look, we caught this guy at the start of the stream. This is a shiny. Shiny Palmy. Leap Day shiny. Gotta love it. So let's go to the Blueberry Academy and get this shiny sandwich. I'm not fighting no fucking Venusaur just to lose a million times. A Rowlet raid? Guys. Guys. A Rowlet raid? We need one. We need one. What we hunting? I'm hatching miniature eggs right now. We just switched over. For the past few hours, we've been theory crafting on Pokemon ZA. I just booted this up. I think we're going to start with that Rowlet outbreak I just saw. But first... You're hatching miniature eggs? Moth, first off, Moth, hello and welcome. Glad to have you here, my friend. And two, have you heard about how when you're hunting miniature in an outbreak, you can tell if there's a shiny without encountering them in battle based on how many there are? Like, if you get a rock like a Pokemon power sandwich and a shiny power sandwich, and then go into like the cave where only they show up with the rock and power like sandwich, it'll show like 15 of them at a time, and you count them. There's 15, but then if there's 16 of them, then that one's the shiny, or one of them's shiny. I don't have the DLC, my friend who does provided me one to breed. Makes sense, makes sense. Well, you're about to witness me find a shiny Rowlet. What if Casno had the low taper fade? That's what we're doing. Look at my haircut. That's what's going on. Oh, here. Let's move this back down here. There we go. That's where I belong, right there. Dude, Mitzi's gone crazy. Mitzi, what are you doing? Yeah, come on. Get up here, you little weirdo. Come here. No? You maybe going around to the other side to come up? Hey. Yeah, there she is. What's up? Come here. Ooh. Don't show your booty hole on stream, please. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I'm hungry? Dude, I'm hungry too. I did get a shiny a few hours ago just by going through the rest of my eggs, and I stockpiled a box of 14 eggs. Dude, that's gotta be so cool. I started the stream today, and my plan for today was just start the stream. Oh yeah, that's Mitzi. If you want to see, hold on, here, look at this. Come here. Just like walk like 1 foot over here. There you go. Well, in my lap, they want to see your face. Also, hi, here's me. Get up here, my little friend. Do you not want to be held right now? You always want to be held on stream. Not now, I guess. Okay. But earlier, I started the stream with the intent of doing what I'm doing now, finding Leap Day shinies. And okay, you can, she just wants to lay in my lap, I can tell. There we go. And I found a Palmy, first thing. Look at this guy. My first shiny Palmy, too. today. Leap Day Shiny. Let's see if we can find another. Time's a-wasting. Oh, here, hold on. Let me just skip this fucking song entirely. Do that. There we go. My kitty's sleeping right beside me right now. Cute. She's like, I'm in your lap. Pet me, please. I request the pet. Alright, here we go. Outbreak of Rowlet. Let's save. Isn't Shiny Rowlet green? Right? Shiny Rowlet's like super green. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Dude, it's either between probably Emerald or this one. Emerald or this one. I don't want to play with the fucking ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gotta count to what? 60? And Alec, your favorite Pokemon is either Poliwrath or Gengar. Well, the Legacy will finally give us Mega Flygon, have a shiny Trapinch and Sword. Dude, I hope. I think Mega Flygon and Mega Jinx is coming. If you guys didn't know, in the files for Pokemon Home, Mega Jinx is a thing that was gonna happen. Because there's like a listing under Jinx for a second form in the code, not like officially like in the public form of the game. And there's a cry associated with it in the files. And when you open that up, it sounds like the Mega Distortion that like other Pokemon would have. On top of that, I think someone recently went further into the files and found more links tying to a Mega Jinx. Now, who in the right fucking mind would want a Mega Jinx? But it was gonna happen. And because it was gonna happen, I want it to happen. Alright guys, I need your opinion. What am I naming the shiny Rowlet? Rowlet's such a good designed Pokemon. It is such a well-designed Pokemon, man. It's like really proof that they just still got it. And I mean, the same with like the Scarlet and Violet designs. I personally really, really love a lot of the Scarlet and Violet designs. Rowlet is so friend-shaped. Grow. I like Graw. Graw kind of sounds fun. But you know how it works, team. We gotta find it first. You know what I mean? I like Graw a lot. Thank you for that, Spencer. I think I might use Graw. Grow if it's a boy, Graw if it's a girl. What if it's no W? What if we just do GRO or GRA? Grow. What's up, my bro? My bra? You know, if I was a Rowlet and I saw a Charizard flying at me after just got done murking all my friends, I'd be running away too, to be fair. Okay, I also think, hold on, let me get back to my player character. Let's move a little bit closer. Because I feel like I'm not right in the middle of this. I mean, I kind of am, actually. I mean, I think, like, right here would do. There we go. Just being a little bit closer, I think, would help. Gra? I like Gra. Gra if it's a girl, Gro if it's a boy. No W. The only W is us finding it. The number is definitely getting lower. Okay. I don't remember how many I killed, but I know once the second notification happens, we'll probably be good. Second notification, and then kill like 15 more, and then I think we'll be okay. Man, I really hate March. Fire Prevention Month parades, or just parades are really... Yeah. Dude, I can see that. Pissing me off? Yeah, I figured that's where you were going with that. 6 a.m., dude. I'm sorry. That's gotta suck. You should get, like, some AirPods. They have, like, the noise cancellation in them. Which, by the way, works incredibly. Blocks out a lot of noise. Oh my god, I just realized something, guys! Oh my god! This Charizard, the Lucario in my party, and the Raichu in my party all originate from Kalos. This Charizard was the Charmander that Professor Sycamore gives you, like one of the 3 Kanto starters. The Pikachu's from Sandaloon Forest, and the Lucario is the Lucario that Karina gives you. That means they will be returning to Kalos! Dude! That's so hype. I completely forgot about that. I hope I get something cool for bringing them to Kalos. Alright, I'll pull 2 more, and then I think we've done enough. And then I'll go into the resetting mode. I hope I don't miss it by blending it into the grass. Bringing a Pokemon from the future to the past. Well, that's what we did in Legends Arceus, right? I had a Staraptor from my Diamond playthrough back, or Platinum playthrough back in 08. which I sound incredibly old when I say from back in 08, I realize, but I was there for Platinum's release date, so I remember getting it day one, and I have my Staraptor that was a Starly from that game, and I brought it to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus. You don't get anything cool in Legends Arceus, but in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you get a plaque for it, much as you do from the previous remakes for bringing a old Pokemon up, or at least with Oris at the very least. We're looking for a little green orb. Man, I was only 5 when those games released. I gotta go, need to do something, and I need to stop this parade. They're just really starting to piss me off. It's not even over yet. Have a nice stream. Spencer, I appreciate you, my friend, always. I hope things get easier for you over there, alright? I'll catch you next time, my friend. Wait, you're only 5 when which games released? Diamond and Pearl Platinum? Like, or X and Y? Because if you were 5 when Platinum released, which is 08, Diamond and Pearl, you and I are incredibly far off in age. What are you, like 21, 22? Right? Wait. That wouldn't make it. Yeah, no, you're 21, 22, I think. I'm 26. Well, Diamond and Pearl released in 06. So if that happened, no way. Was that, did I just see one last second? Hold on. I meant Platinum, my dates are mixed up. Yeah. No, it wasn't, thank God. I thought I saw one crawl into the screen last second. 21 in March? Oh, hell yeah. Happy early 21st birthday, my friend. God, I love Rowlet. It's such a good Pokemon. I say I'm probably going to get this Rowlet, and then I'm probably going to pop off of here. I am fucking starving. But not enough to where I'm cutting the Rowlet short. I need the Rowlet. The Leap Day Rowlet named Gra. He's faster than me? No way. Hey, come on now. Yeah, see, like the best way may be to look up so the grass isn't covering most of their body. I was doing this method of shiny hunting not too long ago with an antique Sinisty outbreak with no shiny charmer sandwich. Found a shiny, but then accidentally opened my picnic instead of saving. That is... Oh, that is so rip. I'm so sorry, man. That sucks. But at least, you know, antique Sinisties can be in outbreaks now, you know. At least there's that, you know. It wasn't just the one in a million. What did I just do? Oh. I did find another one a couple hours later, so you weren't mad. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, because you just stayed on the same outbreak and just kept repeating it until another one appeared. None around here, boss. I still am in utter shock that we got Legend ZA. That is absolutely mad. I cannot believe we're getting Pokemon Z. It's so crazy that we're getting Pokemon Z. I maybe sat at that outbreak for 8 or so hours. I was so tempted to just go get Herba Mystica, but it's so annoying looking for the raids with the good drop rates. Yeah, absolutely. Well, actually, hold on, Moth. Right now... it's crazy that you say that, because right now, the Venusaur and eventually the Blastoise and Charizard raid that are coming out give you a boost in Herba Mystica, unlike any previous event raid has given us yet. And apparently the Venusaur one is the easiest one to solo by yourself. So... I say that, but I've lost like every single fucking one I've participated in. I don't know why I immediately went back to the picture. I actually screamed when I saw the Z show up in the ZA trailer because I've been wanting Pokemon Z for so long because Zygarde's one of my favorite legendaries. Dude, for real. Zygarde's a good legendary. I love how that thing's designed. The hexagons, like Sand Snake, it's really nice. And you know, everyone's kind of just been begging for it. Totally not because his power construct form looks like a Gundam. I mean though, it does. What do you mean? Oh, not so close to people. I guess I should read the dialogue. Should read the dialogue. Ooh, that looks tiny. Or maybe that one's big. Oh, that one is big. Bro, how far away do I have to be from the guy? You know, I'm not gonna lie, half of the songs on my playlist here just come from Mogul Moves playlist or Mogul Grooves playlist. Just rip that shit right out of there. I wanted to include the one that has like Ludwig's actual voice in it, but I thought that'd be a little on the nose. hate that you can change your fucking shit on the fly, and it takes so long to load. Oh, I still got 7 minutes. Come on now. Ooh, shoot the guy. All right, it's 5:42 for me right now. If it gets to 6 o'clock and we haven't found it, I have to go eat dinner. That means we're gonna find it though, you know what I mean? We have 18 minutes to find it, easy. Oh man, what if in Legend ZA the shiny noise returns? I personally have never been a fan of the shiny noise. I think it makes it a little too easy. But I do think it has a place in the Legends world, you know? I got used to it in Legends Arceus. I'm very okay with it not being in Scarlet and Violet. Oh my god, I just saw all the green of the wings of the Vibrava and I just had shivers thinking there was a few shiny Rowlets. Who are you people? Oh, ah! They're all just like scatter. Oh, we didn't even think to see if that Palmy had a mark on it either. Dude, shiny marked Pokemon are the shit. Minutes left on this sandwich. What? Damn it. little fuckers. Really do wish this game had the shiny sound like PLA did. I mean, I'm very happy without it. I prefer not having it. I think it does have a place in the Legends games, but I don't really like it in the main series games personally. I like having to hunt for it. I like having to use my fucking eagle eye vision to spot a minor color difference in something that's 2 pixels small on my screen. That's not even an over exaggeration. I think, you know, adding the sound, adding a bunch of shit, like that's just making it too easy. But I did really like it when I played through Legends Arceus. When you're flying through the air and you hear the noise and all of a sudden it's a fucking scramble, like where is it? I remember like the Alabaster Icelands, I remember like finding a shiny there, like hearing the noise and looking everywhere, and it turned out it was in like one of the caves underground, and I was flying through the air above ground and it was one of the underground caves, and I found it and I was able to get it. I was just like, Jesus. There's been many times in the games I've almost skipped a shiny because it looks similar to the original. I don't even want to think about all the times I've actually potentially missed one, but yeah, you're thinking like when you actually have. It happens, dude. You know, there's probably times in the old games when, like, you know, encounters would be like in grass and you can only see one Pokemon at a time. I'm sure there's times that you've seen one there and you missed it. It's happened to all of us. You know, what matters is not the shiny Pokemon you've seen, it's the ones you caught, you know? I'm gonna do 3 more cycles after this. Because I'm pretty sure the sandwich is out, so our odds have gone up. Or our odds have gone down, rather. Can't believe I found that shiny Tommy just straight off the rip today. We got 1 shiny, so even if I don't find the Rowlet, I'm really not gonna be messed up. We got the Tommy. Okay, that's 1. Alright, final one. Will there be a shiny, or are we gonna leave shiny Rowletless? Let's find out. See, it was kind of like a reverse psychology thing. I said that was the last one just because I know the shiny's gonna come out in the next one. Watch this. Okay, one more. But this is actually the last one. Actually the final one. Nope. Well, I'll save anyway. I ain't gonna lie. I hate how your Pokemon is a bike in this game. It is different for sure. It's definitely different. You know what I mean? All right. Here's what I will say. I'm going to leave. There is an incredibly small, minuscule chance. I'd say like maybe a 10%, 5% chance that I come back live later today with the boys, like Connor and Michelle maybe, and we do some Sons of the Forest or something. I wouldn't count on it, though, but there is a possibility, so stay tuned, I don't know. I will be back almost certainly tomorrow with more something. I'm really wanting to play Isaac, Alec. Like, I really badly want to play Isaac. So, for you, Alec, tomorrow, we're gonna play Isaac. I'm just gonna say it now. We're gonna play Isaac tomorrow, Alec. For you. And me, because I want to play it. Well, in older games, I don't get too hung up over it because Pokemon are generated per frame and don't spawn in like they do now. True, Moth. That is a very good point. That is a very, very good point. Just to put it in perspective, Alec, of when we're going to go live, in 5 minutes, for me, it'll be 6 p.m. So you can kind of gauge compared to where you are, like kind of how far off we are. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live anytime between noon and 2 o'clock. And we'll be playing Isaac at some point. I'll start off with, I'll just say, let's start off with Isaac. Let's get it out of the way. And I might just be playing it the whole time, because I haven't played Isaac in a while, since I played it with Connor. It's 7 for me? Okay, so you're just an hour ahead of me. So, when it's between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. tomorrow, assuming that you don't mean 7 a.m. I assume you mean 7 p.m. Alright, Moth. Hey, Moth, I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out while I shiny hunt a little bit. I hope you find that mini or soon, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out, because shiny hunting and other Pokemon-related things is what this channel is mostly about. However, I do play a lot of other games a lot of the time as well. Either way, thank you everyone for joining the stream today. Hold on a sec. We have an average view duration of 35 minutes. That's genuinely insane to me. That's crazy. All right, team. Much love. Have a good rest of your day in case I don't see ya. And I will see you on the other side, my friends. Oh, and also, go check out my Best of February. I just released it yesterday. Best of Casno February 2024. Go check that out. I found the shiny mini hours ago. I just have a ton of leftover eggs. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Like, subscribe, check out my latest video. You guys know the drill.